You are listening to Let's Talk by Broke Boys.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
crack this now.
Yeah, no worries.
Right. Okay. So, so guys, welcome to the second episode of Let's Talk. I don't want to put a number on it just in case, because it might not be the second.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Today we've got Dan from Killer Wipers with us. First off, bro, you got to summarise yourself, what you do.
Yep.
Because, mate, do you know what I thought? I thought this yesterday. Right, this is going to be a good hour and a half of me just licking your ass. Straight up.
Nah, man, no.
It actually is.
I'm the same with you, bro. And we spoke on the phone the other day, we were talking about branding and things like that, and it was like, dude, you nail the branding on everything. So
I don't know. Go on, tell everyone what you do, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so I'm Dan. I own and run killerwipers.com. And I also last year I started another brand called Lab Geeks Detailing. So I basically started this little brand, God knows how long ago, and it was kind of more of a hobby before it was even a business. You know what I mean? The name Killer Wipers came to me in 2013, well before I'd even
Was that a thing? You actually had when you said the name came to you. So obviously I take it by that point you thought of the idea.
Yeah, but it wasn't even a business. I was going to shop rubber bungs online.
Oh, really?
Seriously?
So you was like, fuck it, I'm going to put rubber bungs online.
Rubber bungs, man. And I was like, you know what? This is crap. This isn't a thing. But I had the name, and me personally, I come from a design background, so. At that point, I was designing clothes and selling to the high street.
Oh, you've told me this before.
Yeah. So I was like a fashion designer, so to speak, but for the high street. So there's a lot of companies out there like JD Sports, that have, Matalan, Next, TK Maxx, all these big, massive sort of businesses that don't have design teams and don't understand branding, and basically we would develop.
So you were outsourced for them essentially?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I used to work for a factory based in China, and so I would basically, I would do all the tech packs, and then the stuff would go to China and make it and come back, and we'd sell it into them. So, so I've always got kind of a design and branding background. So I've always got little ideas, and then I'll just kind of write them down.
I'll rate that, mate, because that's mostly one of the hardest things that I've found with Broke Boys. Sorry, just to fucking go off on one.
Nah, man. Yeah.
Finding a good reliable source in China or a factory somewhere, because we don't have them.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, I would easily shop in the UK if we had it.
Yeah.
I would love that if it was affordable and down the road, and you could go talk to someone and you could see it being made. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But I've looked for years.
Are you guys using Squeezed Orange?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's a beast.
I spoke
To
him since God, mate, back in the day, when Broke
Boys
was day one.
Yeah.
And I saw him and I spoke to him, we got chatting, and I was like, yeah, and I kind of gave him that whole, I'd love to do that, mate. And then kind of walked away and went, I have got no money. Do you know what I mean? And now I do. Not have money, but now I have enough. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, it's all right having an idea, but if you can't put your money where your mouth is, it's just an idea. Do you know what I mean?
So quickly, let's explain what Killer Wipers is. So Killer Wipers was a business set up. You wanted to sell rubber bungs. Did you ever do that?
No.
Okay, so
no. It was just literally an idea. 2013, I had the idea.
Yeah,
just
because
the name.
Mate, I
just
remember
the name.
Back in the day, I ended up going and buying. This was before I knew about you, knew you was a thing.
Yeah,
I had bought a rubber bung from Halfords.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it was a thing.
Still, people still do that now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing is, you crack up. You're like, why are they doing that?
You just bought a $20,000 car and you're sticking a 10p rubber bung on it. Okay, but if that's your thing, that's your thing.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Killer Wipers is a business that sells essentially a glass-looking bung for the rear wiper delete.
Yeah, so it looks like there was never a wiper there.
So mate. Which, to be fair to you, this is why I said I'm going to end up nicking your ass a fucking hour. Right. So I fucking love an idea. One, I love business. Two, obviously, because you come from a clothing background, I love clothing. To anyone that knows me, that's my thing. Secretly, behind the scenes, that's what I'd love Broke Boys to kind of go down,
sure, man,
and make money from. But I fucking love a good idea. There's some people that I just look at and I think, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah.
And when the fact that you've done this, bruv, like I think it's fucking genius. Like
mad.
I've seen, like, do you know what I mean? Like I said, I went Halfords, I bought a rubber bung, and I never once thought, oh, it'd look good if it looked like the glass.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I
of
mean?
course, man. It's just like that was the
that
thing,
was it.
wasn't it? It's been around for
That was
ages,
it.
like the wiper delete for years. Like even back into like Max Power days, people were smoothing off the boots, because a lot of them were the metal. But I don't know. I just thought I had the name, and then I didn't really do anything with it. And prior to that, I'd started. This is like my fourth. Like Killer Wiper is like my fourth business. So prior to this, I've gone through experiences where stuff's failed. People like
it does
look at
though,
me.
bro. It does.
Yeah, man. Like I've launched 3 clothing brands.
Yeah.
Prior to this.
Yeah. I'll tell you an example. I've tried starting back in the day, like years and years. This was about 2012, 2013. I got an opportunity to try and start a clothing brand with a friend through a guy that is like a manufacturer for New Look, does all the girl stuff, and New Look,
cool.
Top Shop, all of that.
Yep.
And he was like, he started his own brand called Be an Athlete.
Okay.
It's like a sports brand.
Yeah.
And he said, I want to help a friend, streetwear brand, I need a hobby sort of thing. We was like 6, so my mate used to work for him. That was how we kind of come about of it all. And it was called like Broke Apparel. I don't know how Broke came into it. It had nothing to do with what today.
So that's
but
crazy.
that was the thing then. It was we called it Broke Apparel, and we tried a couple of designs, and then like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Then when I went uni, I had like a denim shirt, and I had this massive like it was like Versace lookalike scarf thing that I'd been given, right?
Yeah.
And I just had it in my I'd taken it to uni with me, fuck knows how. And I was like, I'm never gonna wear that. Like that's fucking odd.
You're not gangster enough.
No, I'm not gangster. Yeah, I'm not hood rat enough. I'm not 50 Cent. Like, this is not happening. There was just no way. So I was just like, right. Like I don't know. Like I kind of sat there one day and I was like, I love this. So I ended up cutting it to the size of like the panel on the left hand side of the.
Cool, man. Yeah, it's just like the 50-50, like
and
pattern on one side, denim on the other.
Yeah, and I'd never stitched in my life, and I ended up stitching and using the fucking iron stitch stuff, and I'd done that. And then I tried starting that, which was like a kind of handmade fashion thing, which was called D-Label. Yeah. So like all these like you said about you've had 4 failed business. Don't get me wrong, I never took these past like a hobby or really an Instagram, but I tried another one. I did another one called Black Label. Like, see what I mean? And then like now it's just like, oh, Broke Boys, that was the first thing you did and you were successful at it. It's like, no,
it's
mate.
like,
no.
I don't think people understand like what it takes to. You've got to learn some lessons. Like I started my first one like. Because I'm from like a metalcore, hardcore sort of scene, so like obviously Killer Wiper's branding, like
you can tell.
You can probably see that. And obviously Josh from Like Hell, who does our designs, like I will not go to anyone else. Like me and Josh got such a good. Yeah, man. I mean, like, me.
He done one for me recently. I just haven't. I kind of released it and then I never put it out. But I will do at some point.
Man, that guy is like me and. Because Josh is kind of from that sort of like scene, and you can tell from the style of his designs, like me and him, like when I had that idea for the actual logo for Killer Wipers, like some people like don't even notice that the Grim Reaper's got a wiper arm in his hands, like it's a wiper arm.
I didn't notice.
Man,
I've never seen that.
Dude, it's not.
I've never seen that. What the fuck? I just really fucked up.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I
Loads
never
of people
saw that.
like, and my friend Matt, who
I just like, Grim Reaper, done. That's for me. Like, I was just like,
but
cool.
if you actually look like seriously, the amount of like details like I go into everything, like even on like down to say like the sealant packaging, right? I've got them file tubes, they're fully branded up, and I have to order like a ton at a time. But
can I just say, sorry, before you go ahead, you used to sell your sealant in the like syringes.
Yeah.
Was that a thought by you, or was that something that the company used to buy from used to do? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. So because I go back,
I'll be honest. The reason I say that is because I'll talk to you about this later on. But you put up something the other day about another company that had come out with the product.
Oh yeah, and copied me
and done the syringes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is that because they're buying from the same supplier and they only do syringe, or
God
was
knows.
that
they might
anyway?
They might have prior. Because that was a guy in Brazil that I've sold to, and
okay, okay, makes sense.
So,
I love it.
Cheers, mate. With some really catchy name, I can't even say.
Really? Really catchy name.
Like
I can't remember it either. Yeah, don't worry.
But yeah, like so, Killer Wipers has evolved massively. Like I literally used to shot the sealant into like a drug bag, dude. Like because I couldn't find a supplier, and I pride that everything is made in the UK. So I'm like shotting like in the mornings. I'm like shotting all this sealant into these little plastic bags, and it's just like going off after 2 weeks, and I'm like, this is crap. So I found a supplier that could do them in syringes, and I could buy them in like 1500s. Like that, I was buying them that, and it was like, this is just like massive packaging. It's just bulky. It's a waste because you're throwing half of it away. It's plastic. Like, I've got kids, man. So for me, like, I'm quite conscious of, like, you know, just waste. Like, it sounds stupid.
No,
when you're sending this, like, the level
completely.
of stuff we're sending out, it's like, it's actually disgusting, like, how much stuff. So I was like, right, we'll go on to the foil tubes. But like, I was just talking about like detail. Like, not many people realize that the Grim Reaper's holding a wiper arm and a wiper blade over his head. Like, the detail on the
I can't believe.
Mate, honestly,
I've even mugged myself off telling you. I should have gone. Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Well, because I'm from a design background, like on the back of the tubes, it says condolences on the death of your rear wiper, and
amazing.
It's just little tiny things, but not only I know them, but I know someone's gonna, like, if they're into detail. No one's gonna. Most people won't even read the instructions, bro. Like, they won't even read their health and safety. But it's just those sort of details that I think that would, like, separate me from anyone else.
How can you fucking sit here and tell me that I smash branded and you do cool shit like that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't do anything cool like that. Yeah, I mean, I try, but I don't do it very well. Yeah. You do it way better than me.
It's because I'm from a design background. Like, back in the day when I used to design jeans, and like, in Manchester, like where I'm from, is like, there's always been like a massive sort of like underground rave scene, you know, warehouse projects and shit like that. So I used to make these little, like, I used to always put like little hidden pockets so you could conceal drugs into the waistbands and stuff like that. Just mad stuff like that like only the person who consumes it is going to see it. Like, do you know what I mean?
They used to be a brand. Oh, you're mostly that Criminal Damage.
Criminal Damage. Yeah. No,
so Criminal Damage used to. I don't know if you knew them, like, when I don't know if they when they first started, but like way back in the day.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They were like this whole kind of like like a bit rocky.
Yeah, of course, sense. Man. Yeah, like when religion was about, and that was like the whole rock and roll. Like, when people were.
So when I was in school, I was a bit like I don't know, like I wore like skinny jeans and DCs and like a checkered shirt. I still wear them now.
Yeah.
But I used to buy my checkered shirts from Criminal Damage because they used to be like really fucking cool. And now Criminal Damage is like a tracksuit brand. And I'm like,
it's crazy.
How the fuck did that happen? But they used to do cool shit like that. They used to do cool shit like the whole like little pocket somewhere. You'd be like, what's that for? Obviously, when I was like 12, I was like, what's this?
Something for the weekend. So and stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, I think that's what separates. Like, if anyone's like trying to start a brand, it's these little tiny bits of detail that really do matter. And like, people just say, it's just a wiper delete. Like, I mean, when I first started Killer Wipers, and it was just an idea, like, it wasn't even a business, it was just an idea. People literally laughed at me, and I still get people on forums now like,
why would you do that? You put something up the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
You put like a thing up saying some geezer, I can't remember, but he's just basically slagging it off.
Yeah, and it's just like, you have, but mate, you know, you either like it or you don't. It's a problem I see like with the internet right now, is like, people just say shit for likes, like they're not
100%,
but they wouldn't say it to your face. Do you know what I mean,
mate? I'll give you a couple of examples. So there's a fair few people that have said to me, like, or they'll still say to me now, like, not to my face, they'll say it online, like, broke boys sounds gay as fuck, blah blah blah. And it's just like, okay, thousands and thousands of people buy my product. Like, do something about it. Like, literally, like, okay, that's fine. You can say what you like, but like, it actually doesn't matter.
It literally, what you're saying has no bearing on where I'm going.
It's so bizarre. Like, it's so bizarre. So they'll say that, and you're just like, okay, cool. Or they'll come up with some bullshit. And I had people back in the day. This is the best one for me. I won't mention names. I won't say anything, but it is fucking so humbling knowing. Back in the day, I used to have people. I had, like, when we first started. Whenever there was anything a little bit controversial about Broke Boys, somehow, which I never fucking tried to be in, but somehow I got myself.
Some scene drama.
Some just prick like said something, and I would get the whole, too many car groups are starting up these days anyway, they'll never last. Yeah. Now you come my shows. Like,
exactly, man.
Oh, and now you've tried starting your own. That's another one. I've seen other people months and months after try. Like, I say months, years and years. Like, as in, they started their thing like last year, and I started in 2014. I now do it full time. I make a living off of it, and you're the same.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And people honestly don't. People have like opinions and stuff, but they don't actually see like what the hard work that actually goes into. Like, you know, this is your idea, and you've done something about it. So who are they to say, you know what, this is gay?
The worst bit about it is like it's just like, I don't know, like it's just people just trying to take you down. Like,
of course, man,
and you can tell. But then
yeah.
from our perspective, like when we're saying stuff like this, it comes off as like borderline arrogance.
Yeah,
so
but
then
it's
you
not.
also have to be careful of that as well.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
obviously not. Obviously it isn't.
It's,
Do you know what I mean?
it's crazy, man. Like the amount of abuse I'm a 33-year-old man. And I honestly
Still
get
receive
like,
abuse
mate.
online,
It's
yeah.
like, what the hell? Like,
The best thing is the abuse you're receiving is most probably off of like a 45-year-old man.
Right, dude, I posted because me and Christy Visuals basically signed like a contract for the next 12 months to be doing 2 YouTube videos a month. So I've got another 22 to go throughout this year, just because people don't understand how to fit my product maybe, and it just helps. Like, people
100%.
still. A guy tagged me in America yesterday. Yeah. Thanks for my kit, and he put it in back to front. And I mean, I've got actual photographs. I mean, it's like a picture book. You can't go wrong with my instructions. It's that simple. But I'm doing these guys. So like, you know, me and Connor, like, I've signed this thing. But Connor was saying like, there's so many people, like, he blew up on Instagram when he had an R32 Mark IV.
Yes,
and he's getting abused for like about, you know, chasing his dream, and I honestly don't understand it. Like, why, you know, if you've got an idea, just go and do it. Like,
100%.
What's the point in trying to like chop anyone else's tree down that they're trying to grow? Do you know what I mean? It's just it's pointless. So
Yeah. No, I completely agree, man.
It's mad,
completely
man.
agree. What I want this podcast to be about, right, is like, I want it to be partly about cars, partly about inspiration, business, clothing, because I love that. I want it to be about all the things that I love and enjoy.
Yeah.
And even though you are firmly situated in the car market, obviously with your product, mate, like, I'll be honest with you, like, this is going to be like about business. Like,
course,
it
man.
just is, because
people I don't think people understand like how hard business actually is. Like,
100%.
They don't teach you this in school.
100%, mate. But this is the thing. Like I said, I love a fucking idea. I'll talk about this guy quickly. So I went to Ultimate Stance this year. Traded. You was opposite us, wasn't you? In the corner.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. So Ultimate Stance. If you come out of our stand, turn right, go back yourself, go past Auto Finesse, stay in our hall, and keep going towards like where the stage was.
Yeah.
On the left hand side down there was a company called Total Tyre Paints. And like I walked past and I was like, "What's this?" Like, never seen them.
Yeah,
they were under like a very like a cheap kind of like Argos looking gazebo.
Yeah, just starting.
Banner just like completely like banner just on the front. And I walked past them and I thought to myself like, "Oh, that's all right." Like, kind of, what is that? And I've kind of glimpsed in and seen this tyre paint. And I've walked away and I was with my mate Dan, and there's too many of us, bro.
I know,
We're
man.
all
3 Dans,
Dans.
man. What's going on?
Oh, there's more. Like, I have 2 Dans come shows with me. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm one as well. Like, so I've walked past these guys and I walked away and I was like, God, that's actually a sick idea.
Yeah.
So it's not. So someone said to me, I think it was like fucking Chris, Soul Flavors.
Yeah.
Because I said something about him. He was just like, we'll talk about him in a minute.
Yeah, man.
He goes to me
this morning.
Oh wait, he rung me the other day.
In Dubai, there.
Yeah.
His tan on. Cheers.
Yeah, I know. So I think it was him or someone said to me, it was just like, tyre paint isn't new, mate. Like, kind of, because he thought that I was, when I'd said it to him or mentioned it to him like previously, he had said like, tyre paint isn't new. I'm like, no, that's not the point. There's no one currently in the modified car market, and I don't want to like expose this now because I feel like I'm doing them an injustice with their business, but like, there's no one in the car market right now like promoting tyre paint. And the reason why I walked past it and really liked it was because I thought to myself, that's actually a sick idea.
Yeah.
You could have sat down, you could have gone, I'm going to start a fucking group, I'm going to start a clothing brand, and done exactly the same thing as me. Realistically, my idea's not new. My idea's not new at all. No. People have been doing it for ages. It's just maybe I think the reason Broke Boys might be better or take off more or kind of have a sense of like acknowledgement from its followers is because it's just kind of got a good USP. It's got that unique selling point there. People kind of go, do you know what? Like, I can relate to that.
Yeah, of course,
so
man.
some people, I think the brands that excel are the brands that you can relate to, but there are only a certain type of people that have, or only a small amount of people that have a good idea. Yeah. You fall within that category. And that's why I fucking love, mate, because, like, don't get me wrong, like he said, tyre paint isn't new, but I went back over to these boys. His name's, there's George, I think Tom, I can't remember the other.
So is this to write, like, is this like a paint in a pen form, or
so
is it like
this was
white walling? Or?
So this is the thing. So you can go to Halfords. You can get yourself the fucking pens, or whatever. You go on eBay or whatever. This was in a little pot, and it's literally paint, right? So I kind of thought to myself, even though it could be shit, but I'm going to go over and ask. So I started talking to them. I'll be straight. They know this because I told them their branding was shot, bruv. Like, it was shocking. Course, It was their first time there, and it was just bad. Like, it didn't
like
do
my
them.
brand.
Yeah,
it's just like
100%. But it didn't do them the justice that they needed. And I walked over to him and I said, bruv, like, I think you've got a sick idea here. So I started talking to him, asked him about the product, and the minute he started talking, the amount of passion that came from him when he was talking about the product, I was like, bruv, I was like, up your fucking branding. I was like, because your product could be shit. I was like, but if your branding's good and you keep talking to me like you're talking to me, I'll fucking buy it. Like, of course, I'll buy it. That means the next guy will buy it. The guy behind me will buy it. Like, there's something about that. So don't get me wrong, the product wasn't shit. Because when he started telling me, it was it was like white wool. So
cool.
White wool lasts. You'll see white wool tires. They pretty much last forever. Or not forever, but they last a very long time.
Yeah, of course.
But tire paint lasts like a fucking week and it's gone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go through a puddle.
So they had found someone that was basically doing this white wall in paint, and kind of then got it rebottled. Spoke to him, started buying off him or something like that. Got it rebottled.
Yeah, and then rebranded it.
Yeah, rebranded. And the guy was cool for them to do that. They had basically like signed a contract with him to say like, that's okay. And it was just a sick idea.
Yeah.
And I instantly thought of you because I was like, bro, like if this works, because then they wanted to look at, because I stood there and I was talking to him and he said, we also want to look into, and they've done it now. They found the guy, they've got it run, they've tested it. You know the stick-on letters that you can get for tires as well?
Yeah.
The only place that does it at the minute, apparently, due to their research, is anywhere good anyway, is America. There's
I've seen it.
So have I.
When it came out, I don't know when it came out, but I was like, dude, that is like a sick idea. Yeah. So many people said to me that was a stupid idea, but look at it now. Like, I pay for my mortgage, my car, my family, I employ my missus, missus's mum. Like, there's only 3 of us. But, I've got, that's crazy. If I'd listened to other people, I would be still working a 9-to-5 job, which, by the way, I ended up hating in the end.
Most people fucking do, mate.
Yeah,
that's why you're like the fucking entrepreneur that you are, mate. Because I think what happens is, like me, like I worked a job and I said, nah, I fucking hate this.
Yeah, man.
And I had to get out. Like I had to figure out. When I left, Broke Boys was going, but was nowhere near what it is.
Yeah, to be able to afford a living.
And I kind of sat there and I thought to myself, there has to be something else that I can do, or there has to be something that I can, or how I can push this. There has to be an avenue. And I don't think Broke Boys is going to make me a millionaire, but I do kind of sit there and think to myself, well, I'm happy now. I said this with Jamie the other week. We literally define the word success wrong. Like, success is like money, the car that you drive.
Exactly, man.
And mate, it's just monetary.
Man,
bullshit.
Dude, this Rolex I bought it last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd sell this tomorrow to keep killer wipers going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
And the thing with people is, like, they don't understand like what sacrifices you have to make to get where kind of like we are in it. To be able to just be free from 9 to 5, and I'm just breathing over. But like 9 to 5 is nothing. Like the hours that we put in. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Sacrifice.
But you love it, so you don't mind doing it.
It's not
you
work
don't mind
to
doing
me.
it.
This is like the best thing ever. And sometimes, like, I'm quite an obsessive person. Like, if I get onto something, I'm like, I go in, like, and that's what separates people from just an idea to like people like me and you. Yeah. Like, I was working a job, and in my spare time, I was developing kits in the background, like nothing. Do you know what I mean? I was just doing this on my own, like it's a hobby. Like I'm stripping cars apart. I'm measuring wipers. I'm like making little samples. Do you know what I mean? Like it was nothing. It wasn't
because you just enjoyed it.
I've got this idea. I'm gonna like explore it. And if you don't explore it, like I said, this is my 4th business. My first one was a t-shirt brand when I was like 17, 18 on MySpace, dude. Before even Facebook, like any of this stuff, man. I used to have MySpace, mate. Honestly, when like everyone, like this is like back in 2004 or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like 13, 12 or 13
God,
at this
no,
point.
so I'm like 18 or something about this. I'm working at Starbucks, which was my first job, because I dropped out of college. I'm a college dropout, and didn't go to uni.
I love that.
Yeah, man, I'm a college dropout. Didn't go to uni.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did. Yeah. So I did because I needed to be free. Like,
I just
need to party for like just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, man. So we got to go back to. So you think of this idea. You think, okay, rubber bungs. So hang on a second. So you was doing all the clothes before, and you was obviously into cars.
Yeah, man, I was into cars. I was modding cars. I was like a Mark IV. I mean, my first car was like a 1.2 Clio, obviously, and then I spent like 400 on the car and then 900 on the sound systems.
Shut the
I
fuck
swear
up.
down, man.
What
Like
the
back in the day when like
that was a thing though. That was
man,
a thing.
Kenwood head unit was like
Yeah,
350, 400, like single din color screen, which like
They're
everyone
like
was still
£60
green.
now.
Yeah, it's I know, man.
Yeah,
I know, what
yeah.
the hell. And then it was like a Vibe black 12-inch sub or something that was like 300, and then like 6x9s, like all of that.
Crazy,
like
innit?
first car,
Crazy,
man.
mate.
Yeah. So I've always been into cars. Like I've always kind of been into them. My brother's a mechanic, so like that really helped because I was more like the arty guy. My brother's like ex-army, like veteran, and he's a mechanic. So like, I just always like, Gaz, will you sort this out? My car, will you do this? Do you know what I mean? He's like, bro, like my first car, he's like, bro, I've got no oil in it. Like, and I'm like, I don't just drive the
oil?
thing and
Oh my
just
God.
fucking
Yeah.
bang my tunes in it. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so
You're
yeah,
into
we were
cars,
saying-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was into cars, but
And so you had the killer wipers idea.
yeah.
But my question is, so you go from when was the minute you kind of thought, oh my God, it would look brilliant if it looked like glass?
So this idea's been around. Like there's been a guy in Germany since like 2006, which is on my list to buy his company, which is crazy because like it's just mad. Like, do you know what I mean? But like this guy has like zero following. I know who he is. I know his brand.
Oh wait, so you're the guy that's just tried to copy you in Brazil?
no. So what it was is this guy was selling them out of like these glass stillies, and they didn't really fit so well, and they always took like forever to come, and they were like £35 plus shipping, and that was like I'd used them like once, and then there was just no one doing it branded, man. Like no one's doing it branded, and I was like,
that mate, obviously it helps.
I was like, what? Like, there's no detail into this. There's just, it's literally just like, you don't know if it's going to fit or not. Like, this is like really early stages. And I was like, this is like an idea that I've had prior to, like, you know, I had this name and had this idea, and I thought there's got to be something you can do here. Yeah. And I'm constantly thinking about business ideas. And I mean, I buy web domains just for like ideas, like,
yeah.
I probably own like 40, 50 web domains.
Oh fuck me! No, you beat me.
Just for ideas that I might not even do anything with, but that's just I don't know. I've kind of always done it since being young. So it's like such entrepreneur tendencies. Like man,
it genuinely is.
Yeah.
That sounds so ridiculous, but like we are so fucking alike, mate.
Yeah.
Like so alike. I've done the same thing. I've bought. Don't get me wrong, I haven't got 30 or 40, but I've bought web domains before in like the hope and dream that like that would become a reality.
Yeah.
Like that would be my website. That's where I'd be selling product. That sort of thing.
Yeah, man.
I've done it. I've done it before. I've done it with Instagrams as well. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, mate. That was the first thing I did. Like, as soon as I had killer wipers, and then as soon as I basically found out I was going to have a baby, like my daughter Jasmine, she's 4 now, and I literally like opened the Instagram, YouTube. Like, this is like 2015. I'm not really doing anything. You know, like the whole thing. Like, this is what I seem to do. I've had an idea for another clothing brand, and I've already got the domains on that and everything. It's just like I'm probably not going to do that. I got too much on, but this is just how I am. This is me as a person. You know, I kind of like I've got that many ideas sometimes. Yeah, I don't know.
Mate, no,
you know what I mean?
honestly, we're the same because I do Broke Boys, and as of recently, this is why I said to you yesterday. I messaged, obviously for everyone listening, I messaged Dan and said I wanted to talk like business stuff with you.
Yeah.
Just because like I have ideas that run through my head, and there's stuff that I can and can't do, or like don't know about, or like think I could educate myself by talking to someone like you.
Yeah.
And then you could give me, okay, that's a sick idea, or like we could bounce ideas off each other. And whether anything comes of it between us or singularly or whatever, like I just love it. I just love the idea of doing it.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, no, I completely get where you're coming from because I've done it a million times. I've said recently that I kind of just sit here and I keep thinking to myself like, Broke Boys is sick.
Yeah.
It does me so well, and I'm so excited to progress it. But I want to invest in something else.
Yeah,
I want to do something else as well.
Yeah, that's why I started.
I don't have the time.
Yeah, me too, man. This is why I started I started Lab Geeks Detail.
Mate, that's what I was going to move on.
We'll get onto that later, but so basically, there was a gap in the market, and it's like this guy's not really doing anything. It's been around for years. I've known of it. People putting rubber bungs in. No one really knows what kit to fit.
Yeah.
So, you know, like what size is what.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to research this. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to literally go to every car. I'm going to go, like, I used to be like a Volkswagen, like, car meet like near, like wasn't even that near me, but I used to go to, called Pure Vag, and I remember posting in the chat like, guys, I'm going to start this wiper delete company, and everyone was like, tumbleweed.
Shut up, mate.
Tumbleweed. No one replies, and I'm like,
I love it.
I'm like, bro, this is so sick, this idea. Like, you don't understand. Like, I've got these visions. Like, my goal was like, I am going to be the #1 wiper delete company in the world. And that sounds crazy, right? Okay.
But you are.
Well, yeah, I am now. You type in wiper delete and killerwipers.com comes up first.
Yeah.
No, like, I have not used any Google ads.
Yeah.
Zero, man.
Yeah. I don't, mate, it's old school advertising. I
it's
don't
bullshit,
touch it.
man.
I don't
You
touch
just
it
want like organic, like, you know, do you know what I mean? To build your brand, you don't want to be paying for all this stuff, because as soon as you stop paying, Google drops your ass. So you've got, you know, and that takes time. Like that honestly does take time. And that's another skill, and it's you know, it's another league of skill. But and I had this vision, and honestly, the amount of people is just like, nah, mate. Like, I got smirked. There's certain people that I kind of looked up to, and I got smirked at. And now I just think, fuck you.
Yeah. Mate, I had people coming into my show that I'd know that slagged me off before and were handing me £15 for a ticket. That's not me being an arrogant prick. That's just me going, I fucking told you so. I told you I wasn't here to fuck about. You didn't have to listen to me, but you didn't have to laugh at me and take the piss either.
Exactly, man.
Like, you could have just left me to it.
You know what that does to me? Like, as I think, if you're gonna make it in any, like, whatever business it is, like, you've got to just, like, that stuff, like, don't let people put you off. Like, for me, that makes me double down and go, you know what?
Oh, mate, 100%. I've been a bit, demotivated as of recently, just because of like stuff I've got going on in my personal life, stuff like that. Of course, man. Obviously,
we all have ups and downs.
But then, mate, completely. I'm that guy where, like, when I used to back in the day, like, see these like chats or see someone said something, it used to really get me down. Like,
same, mate. Same. You kind of like, when you get this much, like I do get abused, and it's not me like saying I've got haters or anything, but people are just like, either hate it or love it. And the amount, like, sometimes I think it really takes it. I take it to heart. Yeah. Oh, like, mate, 100%. I'm the worst. You know what? You don't understand. Like. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see my kid for, like, I was doing 20-hour days for 18 months. I was honestly getting 4 hours sleep. And I got to a point where, like, coffee wasn't doing anything. Like, people like, between me and my friends are like, dude, you're always at Costa, and it's like, yeah, because I'm working. I need to crack on. I swear down, I'm working that much. But yeah, man, it's just great. There was a gap in the market, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. And if no one, you know, I don't care if anyone thinks it's cool or not. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to strip every car down I can, because not every car's the same. Like, you deal with millions of loads of manufacturers.
That's what I was going to say. That was one of my questions for you, mostly later on. I want to go into like your first kit and stuff, but
it was Volkswagen Lupo.
Was it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, no way.
No
Lupo,
way.
Man. Fucking back in the day, I used to fucking hate Lupo. I don't mind them now. They grew up a bit, but back in the day, there was like some nasty little Lupo scene. Everyone had a Lupo, and everyone hated everyone. I was just like, this is horrible. Like, why are you all so horrible to each other?
I know.
Now I love them, but okay, that makes sense.
I've got a funny story for you. So
there's so many fucking Lupos, it makes sense. Like,
man, of course. Like, so like my first one was a guy called Alex Husband, and I basically just, like, it was a friend of mine from this Volkswagen scene, so I was like, dude, like, let me just, like, measure your back wiper hole, dude. You know what I mean? He had a rubber bung, so it was easy. So I was like, right, I don't have to strip it down. Plastics came off easy, right? Measured it, blah, blah, done. So then, like, I'm like, right, okay, so, but at this point, because I'm from a clothing background, I'm using, like, a tape measure. Right.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, cool, man.
Bro. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm sitting there going, if you're not using the tape measure, what are you using? Like,
well, now I'm using a full digital, like, caliper, and I can get within 0.01 of a mil. Like, you know what I mean? I can get that accurate.
And it's me, my Stanley tape measure, being like, sorry,
that's about this much. Right? But when you're trying to plug a hole, like, it doesn't work like that. So this story is like, there's a guy called Liam Higgins, and he gave me my first pair of digital calipers. Like, I didn't even know what they were, dude. I didn't even realize that you could, you know, like, measuring 0.01 of a mil. It's like, that, you know, like, that is mental. Like, so I measure this hole with the tape measure, and I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, I sample the kit. Yeah. Like, I make it, like, cool. Like, go to fit, and the thing won't fit, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm measuring the hole. I'm like, measuring the kit. And I'm like, dude, this is the right size.
Bang on. Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell? Like, he's come all the way to my house, which was like 45 minutes away. So I'm like, he's like, dude, let's just grind it on the curb. So, like, one of my kits was developed by him literally getting the kit, and we're just turning it on the spot, just grinding it. We're there for like 40 minutes grinding this kit down, like, bang, like, fitting. It's like, it fit perfect. Yeah. It's like, right, he come back, basically fit the kit to him, and he come back and he literally gave me a set of calipers, and that has been that basically was like everything that.
So what you would just literally measured it just slightly too big, and that's
it was like literally 0.3 mil out of spec from the glass, but you can't see that in a tape measure. You can't measure it. It just says like whatever 32 mil, like whatever, like it might be slightly less, might be slightly more. So like that guy, basically, if it wasn't for him, I still say it to this day, like he messages me because he's moved down this way, down south, and he's like,
he's getting free kits for life, mate.
Yeah, man, swear down, like when I make a mill, like I swear down, like I'm gonna sort him out. If obviously it wasn't for Liam, I mean, I eventually would have figured this out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just like, I'll always remember that because without Liam, it was like, dude, thank you so much. And he says to me now, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're smashing it, man. Just keep going. You know what I mean? Because I started from nothing.
Mate. You got to love that. You got to love someone that just sits there and is like your fan, like your number one fan sort of type shit. Mate, I've noticed, and you got to answer this for me. As of recently, back in the day, I didn't have a lot. Like I had a fair few haters, and I left it at that. And then, but actual people that I cared about, I had quite a lot of motivation behind me. There wasn't a load of people cheering me on, but like no one pulled me down. Yeah, of course. But only as of recently, I've kind of noticed that strangers, people that I've never spoke to, never dealt with, will message me on a daily basis. I'll get one message a day going like, "Bro, like you're killing it, keep it up," and I'm like, oh, like thanks.
Yeah, man.
Do you get that?
You know what? There's been a couple recently. There's two or three people that when I post something up, like I'm coming doing this, or I've shipped to every country in the world now. That was like an achievement that I've succeeded.
Yeah, I was going to say I've not kept track of that. I've shipped to a fucking lot.
Yeah, there's probably like Iraq, like maybe not shipped to, places like that, like Syria, but places that, are maybe troubled. But I mean, like I've shipped to literally every
country that can take shipping.
And I mean, there's like an island called Reunion Island. Like there's an airplane not long ago, the whatever it was flight, like it smashed and it disappeared and they didn't know where it was.
Yeah, I know.
And all these parts got washed up on this tiny island called Reunion Island, and I swear down, dude, I didn't even know it existed. It's that small.
And you shipped it?
Yeah, I shipped to it like 5 or 6 times, and there's 3 roads on the entire island. And
I
swear down, I'm like, what the hell, man? Sick. That is mental to me.
I've shipped. Fuck me, that's.
I'm like
madness.
Googling this little island. I'm like zooming in. I'm like zooming in again, and I'm oh my god, this is tiny. Yeah. And there's 3 roads, like literally, like whatever it is. It's like the R1, R2, and R3 or something. Like don't quote me the numbers. It's like what the hell, man. And there's a couple of guys like recently, like, dude, you are such an inspiration. Like, I'm you pushing me to do my thing because I've seen like what you've done and like the effort and like the drive that you've gone through. You just inspire me to do something for myself. Like I've got kids and I want to be self-sufficient, etc. So yeah, man, like it's cool. Like I didn't realize that I was kind of like inspiring people. I was just doing my thing.
No, bro, like I know you like you keep yourself to yourself.
Yeah, man. I don't think anyone really knows until like recent. Like people are starting to like
figure out who
I am.
Yeah. Saw the
but
brand. We said this the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
About how like putting your face to it sometimes.
At some point you've got to do it. Yeah.
Be really beneficial for you as well. Because people buy into you. Yeah. Okay. People fucking hate you too.
Yeah, of course, man. And I'm whatever. Like.
Yeah. It's just how it goes, mate. But like I was saying, like so. I didn't have many people like I just had people kind of going, yeah, do that. Like if you want to do that, do that. Yeah. So I was really happy to do it. But only recently have I really realised that I'll get those strangers message me and they'll say to me, yo, like keep it up, you're doing great. I love what you're doing in the scene. Thank you so much. Like all of this sort of stuff. And I'm like, fuck me. Like you took your time out of your day to say it to me.
Yeah, man. That's like it's cool because it balances the other way as well. And sometimes I have days like yesterday. I mean, me and the guy have spoke about it, but I got tagged on Insta because I'd not replied to an email which I had replied to, and it got in spam, and I was getting called all the names under the sun. Like
I've had it.
Tagging me on his story for 12 hours because he was in work, and I was like trying to ring the guy. I was like, "There's my number. Like I've emailed you. Like why are you calling us lazy?" Reply to my email, and it's like you emailed Friday, I emailed you Monday morning.
I've done it. I've done it before. I've had about 5-6 emails come through, and they absolutely rinse you, and you're replying to everyone. Yeah, and they just look checking the junk box.
Yeah, and it's just like that. Those things hurt because I'm trying my best. I'm busting my ass, to get this stuff out. And
what did he say when you got to?
He said, "I'm glad we could Well, what I noticed, right? This guy, me and this guy sound. Don't get me wrong, but like the people that kind of like go ape over the smallest things end up. They say all this stuff. You go back to them. I think they realise like, oh, they've maybe been a bit like irrational, and then just go, cool, thanks.
Yes.
And he got that, and
I had some kid the other day absolutely rinsing the fuck out of email trying to tell me that we hadn't sent his order. Said I haven't got it yet. Blah blah blah. He was obviously at work. I've gone on to Royal Mail Tracking and it's been signed by like his mum. Same last name. It's like A something. Do you know what I mean? I won't say the last name. And then like, I messaged him back and said like it was signed for like today, and no reply. Yeah, he'll most probably watch this and know who he is. Like, I'm just like, I don't hate you, bro, but fuck, like, just check, like, or if you can't check, just like ring home. Like, do you know, we had a parcel today. Like, before you go mad at me, like,
this is the thing we have to deal with,
mental.
Man. Like, this is like the internet. Like, it doesn't switch off, and people think you shouldn't sleep, man. Honestly, I swear down. I've had 3 hours sleep. I just told you before.
Yeah. The thing that I found recently though, mate, is I went through a little bit of a phase over November and December, and I to be fair, I went pretty silent on social. Yeah. So it was time. I'm active all year. You know me on fucking story, mate. I chat
of course,
shit.
man. Yeah, man.
And like I do too much sometimes.
I should probably do that more because I've literally didn't post a single thing in like January, like one.
Yeah,
post.
No, but this is the thing, mate. Like, I think I took a month off for November or December, and I didn't really post anything at all. Yeah. And it is nice to do that. I have to do that, otherwise I drive myself fucking insane. Like I will give myself some sort of fucking illness. Like I will be sick. Yeah. And I sat there and I thought to myself like, right, I'll get back into it. The minute I started getting back into it, I found that the people, not necessarily close to me, but people that know me, people that spoke to me know me, and think that they're on that kind of banter level with me now, are the ones that will like rip into me. Yeah. And like, no, that's lovely. Like
Chris Seymour does this to me. Chris Seymour.
Oh yeah, he's a bastard.
Yeah, so one line is him.
Yeah, he's a bastard, an absolute bastard. I fucking
Dan, why are you dressed like a shit skateboarder? That's one of them. Dan looks like he could lay a good cobble. I've got camo shoes on, like I'm some landscape gardener.
Mate, he's the worst. But I kind of take it with a pinch of salt from him. But one thing I have realised is like the people that are close to you, they'll message you, like I'll do a long old story, and I'll get someone really relate to it and message me, send me this long message, and it's all engagement. It's all I get to engage with them, they engage with me. Yep. I get to keep them on my side. They like the product. They like me. Do you know what I mean? Like all of that stuff. You've got
to do that to stay A, relevant. Yeah. B, to keep retention on your brand. Yeah. Correct. So it's important. It's an important thing.
But then I'll get like a message from someone that like I part know, not Chris, that someone that I'll part know, and then they'll be like, "Oh my god, mate, shut the fuck up." And they'll do it as a laugh. Yeah. But I'm like, bruv, like, do you think that makes me want to do another one? Yeah. Like that puts me down to fuck. Like I don't want to talk now. Yeah. So like, okay, cheers. I appreciate the banter, but like, shut up.
You know what you've got to do? You've just literally just got to put blinkers on, man.
Yeah.
And literally,
I have done. Again, you'll notice like as of February, back on it. Like I'm back on the stories. Back on doing shit.
Honestly, social like. It's brutal, man.
Yeah,
and like if you let it get to you, just it's gonna like mess your head up because you're just thinking, completely. Why are people being like this? However, but whatever, man. Just you've got your vision. Just do you. Just put the blinkers on and smash it.
Yeah, completely. So you are there. Your idea's done.
Dude, I've got your present.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got your present, man.
What?
I've got a little bottle of death seal there.
No way. Yeah. I love it, bruv. Do you know what?
You don't understand how much stress that product's got.
So this is your like rain repellent. Yeah, I was just literally about to say those words. Bro, so I want to talk to you about Lab Geeks and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. I just wanted to give you that gift.
No, bro, I appreciate that. So there was a guy back in the day when we first started Broke Boys. We started dealing with. This is sick. Thank you, mate.
No worries, man.
We started dealing with a guy that was doing. It's called OCD Towel.
OCD detailing or something.
No. Wait.
Right before.
Hang on. Did you know when we was doing this?
No, I just recognise the name.
No, like when it comes to the words letters OCD, every fucking detailer ever has tried starting a brand called OCD tailing or something. Yep. But there's like OCD detailing, and we had a guy called OC detailing. Like do you know what I mean? Like it flowed through. Yeah. Whatever. Like most uncreative brand name at the time ever, because there was about 5 other companies that had done it. Anyway, not knocking him because he was a lovely guy. Yeah. And we was like this whole like we're brand new. he comes to us. Sorry, by the way, to anyone that's listening to this, I'm ill as shit. Like, I'm.
Me too, man.
I keep fucking having to wipe my nose.
not
The
got
camera's
that-
just going to be on you.
You've not got that disease, have you?
Oh, I fucking hope not. No, this is just a runny nose, bro.
Yeah, it's man. You got any masks? Knocking
No, I've not been. I went to Japan back in January, but not China. Not China. I don't know how racist that comes across me saying it.
No, man. Well, that's where it's coming
That's
from.
where it's come
man.
from. That's what I mean.
The internet is too.
I don't. Yeah, fucking.
Just don't worry about it, man. The internet is too soft.
Yeah,
People are too soft.
let's
Don't worry about
not
it.
go down
It's
that
not
route.
racist.
That's like earlier on when I said about Lupo owners. I feel bad now. Like, do you know what I mean? Please don't take
right,
it
don't
badly.
worry about
Yeah, so we started working with this guy, and he had cleaning products. And he was
Yeah.
like, I said, look, we could sell them. We'll take a little commission. Yeah, okay then. And we sold like none. Like we sold 3-4 bottles of the fucking stuff. But we used to take the shows, put it on the side, and it kind of brought more attention to the stand anyway. So it was kind of return on investment positive for us.
Yeah, of course, because
Anyway.
it was bringing footfall through. So
I had no connection to him. I wasn't paying for it. It was return, salad return.
Yeah,
I returned
that's
the
all
stuff to him if he didn't go, that sort of thing. He
Yeah.
messaged me a couple of times, like, oh, bro, I've run out of this. I need it. And he had a quick detailer and a rain repellent like this. And I'm telling you now, bro, it was unreal.
honestly,
It was amazing. The quick detailer, I still to this day had some, apart from, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I've gone into like a garage that I rent down
dude,
the road.
I'll give you some Lab Geek stuff. Trust me.
No, mate, I'll buy some off you. I'm a friend supporter.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I do need some stuff anyway. But yeah, he had a rain repellent and he had a quick detailer, and it was unreal. And I own a garage down the road. I've had this bottle for this is like 4 years now.
Yeah.
And it was orange, bright orange, and it smelled unreal. And I had about half a bottle left, and it was like that quick detailer like I didn't touch.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I love that stuff. I don't want it to run out.
Yeah.
And I've gone into the garage the other week, and the bottle had literally, it's so
like
old.
It's
just
exploded. I've eaten
it's
away.
fucked itself at the bottom, and it's all leaked out.
Yeah.
So I've got this massive orange patch where all the detailers been
my
sitting
days.
for months,
Yeah.
where I haven't been down there, and an empty bottle, and I was so upset.
Well, you now have, honestly, I swear down, dude, that took me so long to sort out. I went from supplier to supplier. I went to brands that just messed me around. Like, they say this is the price and this is the minimum, and then the next minute they want me to invest like 10 grand into doing a single product, and it's just like,
no,
this is a launch of a product. Like, do you know what I mean? And this has been on my goal for so long. Like, I have loads of goals. Like, I set myself like if you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're gonna go. And I've got loads. Like, I literally each year tick them off. Like, I go bang 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 bang. And this has been on my list for so long. But yeah, man, I'm super proud of this product. Like, this product sells so well now
it's
because
sick
it's
as
so
well.
brutal.
This is what I'm saying about that tire company earlier on. It's so amazing because they have a product, they have their base product that they started with, and they can spiral off of that product and do everything tire related. They could do that, and they could work on like a tire shine that would suit their product, doesn't wipe their product off, or a tire shine, and they can, even if the tire shine's a fucking normal tire shine, and
as long as
someone's bought their letters to stick on. Yeah. As long as it accompanies their product, it works. This accompanies your product so fucking well. Man.
Exactly, man. And I mean, for me, it's not just a wiper delete. It's for me, it's my life. Do you know what I mean? But there's so many of the products that I want to do, and I know clothing's one of them only because people want it. But to me, obviously I've started Lab Geeks because the wiper deletes for killer wipers is the main product. I wanted the chemical side to be the chemical side, you know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of brands at the moment that maybe aren't doing too well, that are going down routes that
when you mean cleaning products specific, when you see
yeah,
brands.
and just brands that maybe have started doing one thing and then they start trying to, because the sales aren't there, they're trying to do other things because that's the only thing that's selling maybe, and for me it's just if you've got a brand, that's what you do, yet you can have other products either side, but you've got to make sure that the main piece of meat in the middle is the shit, man. And then if you do other products on the side like this, like I did, I wouldn't put my name, I started testing this product called Formula One, and it was like Rain X. I swear down, it lasts like 2 or 3 days. This will, honestly to God, on the front windscreen, it'll probably last you between 3 and 6 months, depending on if you actually use your wipers quite a lot with it. Just when you sat, say you've been parked up and you wipe your blades just to clear the screen. That's about 3 months, but
Yeah.
on the sides, man, like I've tested up to like 9, nearly 10 months, and it just still like it's brutal, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
So someone gave me a sample, test this out, and honest, man, like I threw it away. I used it twice. It was like streaky. Like if I'm going to launch a product, it needs to be
and that's
like
that's
bang
what,
on. That's why it's taken me so long to do that.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why, like, I appreciate you, bro, because I do sit here and think to myself, like, the way you talk about it, it takes a lot. Like the way someone talks about something, that's when you fucking know.
Yeah.
And
I'm passionate about it because
passionate
it's something that I
shit
wanted
about
to
it, mate.
achieve.
Like,
yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I used something the other day. I used this glass cleaner, and I used it and drove down the road and was like, I think it was like a day later. It's just like smeared to shit. And I'm sure some people are like, oh, you didn't apply it right. You didn't put it on. You didn't use the right thing. I'm like, no, bruv. It's fucking glass cleaner. Like, I've used glass cleaner a million times.
Yeah.
And that was another one. That product, that old guy that we used to use, the OCD Taylor, he had a glass cleaner as well, and it was very good.
Yeah.
But he was passionate about his product. So he took
Exactly,
time. It didn't work out for him. He had kids and he couldn't promote it enough and whatever.
Whatever happened, it didn't work out for him. But
but with
at least
like,
his bread and butter was like good. Do you know what I mean?
There's something I just noticed, mate. Did you know that the Grim Reapers were holding a wiper blade?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's strange you say that.
Yeah,
cool, man, isn't it? It's cool.
It's
you know what's
cool.
also funny is when people go, "Oh, kill all wipers. You're going to delete your front wipers too." And it's like,
no,
no, mate. It does say on the logo, it says giving rear wipers the death sentence because taking off your front wipers.
Mate, I rate it. Like, I will be straight. Like, when I see, like, it sounds ridiculous, but like, obviously, like I said, back in the day, rubber bung. I've done it, right? So I will maybe get tagged in like photos of cars all the time through Broke Boys. People use the hashtag. I will scroll through. I'll look through and be like, oh, who's hashtagging us now?
Same, man.
And like, someone will take a rear end photo of their car and I'll see the wiper and I'll go, it's not finished, is it? I will literally look at it and be like,
the amount of people that tag me now is like,
yeah, it looks amazing. You're lowered, fantastic wheels, you've done great work, but you've left the wiper on.
Exactly. Dude,
like, I legit, I see it all the time.
Yeah, this is all I see now, and then like I've like because I'm so obsessed with it. It's like my Mrs. Leanne, like she was never really into cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember taking her to Ultima Dubs once, and she was just like,
"What is this?"
I'm like, "Oh my god, look at those wheels!" And she's like, "They're round." Like, do you know what I mean? Like she's just not into it now. She's like, "That car needs a wiper delete. You need to measure that one." Like, do you know what I mean? She's on it as well. Like,
mate, I completely agree because I do look up now and just think to myself, it's not done. And I bought a mini one off of you.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, this was.
Man, I literally saw like 50,000.
I mean, I don't expect you to remember. No, you did say I come over and I grabbed it off you. I think it might have been at like.
It was a show. Man. You came at a show. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It was ages ago. And I went over, I bought it, and I never put it in. And like I never got the chance to. And I still do look at that rear wiper and think to myself, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Even though, like, yes, I'm driving down the road. Yes, it's raining. Yes, the rear window's fucking dirty.
Oh man,
doesn't matter.
I always
get rid of it.
I always on like the pages. Like I get guys like who've got standard Mini Cooper, like 1.6, not an S, just it's totally standard. Like, why would you want to do that? What a stupid idea. It's just like whatever, man.
The funny thing is, mate, is if there's a sticker that I see a lot of, is yours, the killer wiper sticker, which is unbelievable. It's
mental, mate. You know what I used to do? I used to give those away.
Yeah.
And then I went, you know what? I seen some guy, like my website used to give me links to where killer wipers was being spoken about, which is crazy. Like such a good tool. I don't have it on my current site now. Yeah. And I clicked on, and it was some guy in Norway, and I sent him 2 free stickers, right? Yeah. And it just said, these are going straight in the bin, like when I translated it. And from that day forward, I went, right, I'm not giving any stickers away. Yeah. That costs. It costs money. Yeah. And if you want it, you run it.
Guy from Norway, fuck you. You fucked out.
Yeah, you fucked it for everyone. Yeah. So wherever you are in Norway, it's all your fault. But people like want it, like, do you know what I mean? They want to rep the brand and stuff like that. And I find that amazing. Like, even my friend was in Paul Towers. He was away in America somewhere. I don't know if it was Vegas or wherever the hell he was. And he sent me it. Like, someone was driving down like the Las Vegas Boulevard.
No way.
And it was like killer wipers on the back. And he was like, dude. And I was just like, that is just insane to me. Like, I love that. That is just amazing.
I do get, so like we get tagged, like if there's one thing I sell a lot of is stickers. I sell a fuckload of stickers. Same. I would like to kind of, I don't get me wrong, I sell a lot of clothes, but I would like to transform more into doing more clothes. Do you know what I mean? But in general, and like I've had that. I've had people send me photos from like overseas. I've had someone go on holiday and send me a photo.
Yeah, man.
And be like,
Tenerife.
oh my god, that's fucking
it's
sick.
Yeah.
There was a guy that used to tag us. He didn't have a sticker on, which was fucking peak, but he used to have a sticker on. He lives... So I go Malta every year. I've got family in Malta.
Are you Maltese? Have you got Maltese? Is it like...
No, I'm not. I've just got family that live there.
Right, okay, cool.
And obviously, if you know Malta, you can get across the island in 45 minutes by car. And that's just because there's traffic. Like, if you fucking drove fast, mate, like on a straight road, you'd be there in 10 minutes. And there's an island just off of Malta called Gozo, which is even smaller. You can walk the distance of the island in about 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
And if it was a straight road, a straight line, you'd get there in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be done. And there's a car in Gozo, a guy that talks to us and buys our stuff. Yeah. And that's like you saying earlier on. Found this island, I was zooming.
Yeah, like, oh my God, where's this?
Like, as in, if you look at a map, Malta's just under Italy, and you can't see Malta, let alone Gozo that accompanies Malta.
Yeah, it's a tiny little island, yeah. It's cool, man. Like, this is what the power of the internet is just like, it's so good. Like, it's literally revolutionised, like, businesses now. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? It's insane, and man, I'm so fortunate of growing up like when the internet was starting, because I've learned so much. Like, maybe, you know, like, if you know, like, do you know what I mean? Like we were saying before, like, it's like when you grow up in this era, it's like, shit, man, we've got such a powerful tool. You know, you've got a phone, you've got internet.
You can contact anyone, anywhere in the world.
You're talking about people before, like, some guy messaged me and just went, "Yeah, good luck with your white label detailing brand," and I was just like,
"Really?
Yeah, man." And I was just like,
"Did you know them?"
Yeah, and I knew who he was, and he went, and I had some, you know, I started going back to him because
who fucking does that?
I know, and I was just like, you know what, you're the reason that I'm gonna smash this. You don't have a clue, what I've gone through in the background. No one knows apart from me and my missus and my family, and like they don't know what I'm working on. You know, they don't know what I've gone through, and they just think, oh yeah, it's just so easy. Everyone's got a detailing brand, just gonna got some white label stuff and bottled it up, and it's like, no,
you. Yeah, mate, I do sit there and think to myself, like, I trust you. Like, I fully trust you. When I saw Lab Geeks come out, I was like, that's ballsy. Like, when you first released it, I was like, fuck me, that's ballsy. But my first instant reaction, but I'm not like a judger on day one. So, like, I needed to kind of like, well, I didn't need to, but like, I wanted to hear it from you.
Yeah,
like,
of course,
why did you do that? Because I think it's a very ballsy step, but to be fair, mate, like, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, man, I just think
agree with where you're coming from.
I just think there's a wash of detailing brands, and you know, people like who are you to come into this market? And it's like, well, I'm smashing it to death with killer wipers, and I've got that unlocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to explore other things. You know, I'm not, you know, do you know what I mean? And it's another product that, you know, the logos are very similar. People are familiar with it. They're in a circle. The website address is in it.
Yeah.
The guy is actually me, just without a beard and glasses on.
Yeah.
And he's facing the opposite way to that logo. So in my office, I can have both logos on the wall facing away from each other. Just every little bit of detail I think about.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I did, obviously, I know that you get them done by like hell, but then
of course
again, I did notice that obviously they're very similar. Like this is when, don't get me wrong, didn't pick up on the wiper blade, which I'm still pissed off about. But I did pick up on, wow, that looks incredibly similar.
Yep.
That was
familiar.
intentional. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could instantly tell. Like, you can see. It doesn't take a genius or even someone in brand to work that
out. Man. I could sit both of those brands next to each other and they'll just go, you know, in with each other.
The thing that I noticed, well, it was brought to my attention. It was brought to my attention by Simon from Psychographics.
Yeah. What a guy,
it might be.
He's my guy, him.
I fucking love Simon.
Man, Simon's my guy.
Before we go into that, because we've mentioned Chris a couple of times.
Yeah. Chris is my guy as well. Man.
Yeah,
me, Chris, and Si are like, honestly, without Chris and Si, like the past like couple of years or whatever, like we're like three amigos, man. Like, we bounce stuff between each other all the time. Like Si'll say stuff to me, Chris, you know, we WhatsApp each other. Like we're like literally like, up the north, you know, we're all quite close together, and they're like my best mates, and it's so cool to be like working with people who are like-minded, like artistic. Like Chris is, as much as like he's this big guy, like massive persona,
big guy, takes the piss,
like, dry sense of humor. Some people like, I remember the first time I met Chris.
People step back, but they're like,
think,
oh, fuck. Like,
is he being a dick? Or is
he...
Do you know what I mean? Like, and the first time I met him, I was like, what's happening, Chris? And he was like, yeah, it's a trade stand. You buy stuff. And I was like, all right, you're all right, man.
fucking
do you know what I mean? And that's Chris.
I had a guy at him the other week because he rips the shit out of me.
Oh mate,
on Instagram.
if I go through it, it's just like dickhead.
Yeah, he rips the shit out of me like on Instagram, and he won't tag me. So he won't tag me in a story.
Yeah.
He'll rip the shit out of me, and he'll text me and go, "You saved my story." And I'm just like, "What's up?" So
He's
I'll
a
go
guy,
on
man.
it. He's like screenshotted me, and he's ripping me. And I said to him the other week, I was like, "Chris, like people are going to think we are genuinely arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Stop." Because like we'll call each other
Yeah.
and have like a fucking hour conversation.
Yeah, man.
He's in Dubai at the minute.
Yeah,
and he tried to fucking he messaged me like last month and was like, "Come Dubai," and I was just like, "When are you going?" And I was so close.
I was
to going.
tempted, man, but
I don't
so
have
busy.
the money. I don't have the money, man. I was out of money. But yeah, like he said that, and like he put up this story, and I said to him, "Chris, like people are going to think, and what you're doing is giving everybody else the entitled right to take the piss out of me too." I said, "You can take the piss out of me all day, but don't let everybody else." So, but mate, he's funny as fuck. Simon as well, amazing
man.
I will have hour-long conversations with Simon on the phone.
Yeah, man.
So
honestly, like Sai is another one with like, if it's not right, it's not going out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that like same with Chris. Like, if he has like air fresheners, like say for instance, like the color runs or the scent isn't correct, literally he'll bin it. He'll bin it. And I think that's the common demand, like denominator between us is like quality is everything.
Yeah.
And taking pride in your work and
it's so funny because he will like. Yeah, I know what you mean with Chris. So to anyone that's listening and doesn't know who the fuck we're talking about, because I feel like we might not have highlighted it enough.
Yeah.
Chris runs Soul
Flavors,
which is a air freshener brand essentially.
Yeah.
Sells other products too, but is an air freshener brand.
Yeah.
And then Simon runs Psychographics, which is a sticker sales and printing.
Yeah,
company.
he does like wraps on vans.
He still,
and,
he does
like
all of that
commercial
end
stuff as
yeah,
well.
But
like
then at car
ambulances.
shows where we are,
he's the
he
guy,
sells obviously a whole range and line of stickers that are available, and he prints for half the fucking industry.
Yeah, he does, man.
So, but yeah, mate, like it just like they're just sick. Like they're just sick people.
Honestly, man, like back in the day when I started going to shows, Chris and Sai were always together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool. Like they have like taken me under the wing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just sound guys, man.
They're old fuckers and they've taken you.
No, I'm saying, do you know what I mean? Because like they were out first before me. Do you know what I mean? And I used to always see them like, man.
A quick dig. That's all I wanted. Anything to absolutely rinse Chris back.
Mate, nothing will rinse Chris. He has the one-liners.
Oh,
honestly, mate, you can't do Chris. He'll have a one-liner like he'll smash you. He just, oh man, he's a guy though. Like, he was like messaging me before. He was like, yeah, man, and he's like there, he's getting his sunbathing on in Dubai. And I'm like, you bastard.
He fucking, what did he do to me the other week? He just sends me like 30-second fucking clips of him, and what he does those massive long gaps when he talks. So like a 30-second clip could have been in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people in the industry. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to miss some names, but you, Chris, Sai, I said the Eurospotter boys.
Yeah.
I'm only really recently talking to some other people. Haven't spoke to them as much as I spoke to you lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and I can see that they're nice and fucking great people, but you guys are like my day one go to.
Yeah,
so,
man.
do you know what I mean?
I think we've all got a similar vision of like
100%
where we want to be, and
it just
we've
never really discussed it either. It's
it just was natural.
You come together.
Yeah, man, 100%. It was just so natural, and that's what's cool.
I think don't get me wrong. Obviously, a lot of people do this. Some people do. Some people don't. Like, it's one of them situations where you naturally gravitate towards people that have like a similar similar morals to you.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah,
we've kind of done it without realising. But
no, I noticed
today,
things like from your brand and what you do, and I'm like, yeah, man. Like, honestly, like,
I appreciate it.
It's seriously like, and and I think the shows, honestly, it's the best show. I'm always running around measuring wiper holes, dude. Yes. And honestly, it's like, do you do this kit? I'm like, no, but I can measure it for you now. Have you got any tools with you?
Yeah,
I've been running across the field like, someone look after the stand for a minute. You know what I mean? Like,
no, that's sick, mate. Because for me, as much as I'm putting on a show for my attendees.
Yeah,
it's so fucking important that my traders like what's going on.
Honestly, it is like
so important.
I think like your show is so chilled. Like there's no. I don't know. It's like it's just got a nice vibe.
That's what we aim for.
And
that's what we aim for. And I think I think right.
It's hard to capture that.
I'm gonna sound cocky, but like, I think the reason that we get that and the reason that we aim for that chill vibe and for quite a few years now, regardless of whether we achieve it again, for quite a few years now, we've achieved it so far.
Yeah,
is because like, I just don't oversell it. I don't big it up to be something that it's not. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of just go with it.
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm just chill. Like if you want to come. If you don't like. That's not me trying to like.
People don't want to be hard sold at anything.
No, I don't. I'm just not that guy. Like I just don't really want to be that guy either. Like I just kind of want to go. Look, this is a sick show. Like come. I don't get me wrong. I get disheartened when people are like, "Yeah, I've never been," because I'm like, "Oh fuck, man! Like give me a minute. Like give me just come see."
Yeah.
But
Matt,
then
it's always going to be on our like list. That's what we're sponsoring it this year. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I appreciate that, man.
It's just like it is such a good show. The vibe's cool, you know, and I like the balance of the other brands that are there. Do you know what I mean? You don't try and saturate it with you know, all car cleaning or do you know what I mean? There's a nice mix of like other guys and like you know who's really nice as well actually. Europlate from Stoke. He is. I don't even know the guy's name. He knows my name. I'm so bad with names, by the way. Like so, but he is a guy, man. Like he's so sound.
I can't fucking think of his name.
I can't remember his name, man, and I feel so bad that I don't know his name because we speak so often. Like
I think
it's shows.
It begins with S, I think. Fuck, you've put me on the fucking spot
man.
Now. Don't watch
I'm
this.
so bad with
I've
names.
ruined it.
Yeah.
Fuck, how can I not know that? It's only because he's traded with us. He traded with us at the arena.
Yeah,
He has he done the farm? I don't think he's done the farm yet.
yeah. He's a guy, man.
Yeah, he's a lad, absolute lad,
Proper
really
just
nice
sound.
guy, really nice guy. But have you noticed though, like what you're saying now, like you're 33. I did not think you was fucking 33. I
Yeah, man. I've just got to get rid of these greys with this skin fade.
Mate, don't give me this shit. You said this to me the other day, and I said to you, at least
I feel about 16.
I'm 26 years old and I'm losing my hair.
Yeah.
Like my hair.
At least I
is
can
going.
dye, I suppose. but
Yeah.
it's, you know.
Don't give me this shit. I've got greys. I've got none. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you saying that you're obviously you're 33, and like I think I'm kind of getting to that age now. Like, at 26, I did mature pretty like a lot. To be fair, like most of my mates, like I look at my mates now and they're like 30, like 30 plus.
Yeah, of course,
I'm
man.
like, fuck, like I didn't see that happening. But what you're saying, like, Chris is old as fuck. Sai, no joking. There's Chris. There's Sai. There's.
I think we
want to call him. I don't fucking remember his name, but yeah, that's so annoying. How can I do that to myself?
It's like when you're in a
yeah,
similar
the
position.
older
Do you know
guys,
what I
so
mean?
yeah. You just
like
kind of.
Chris has kids. Sai has, you know.
I don't.
You know,
I don't.
I know you don't have kids yet, man. I know you don't have kids yet, man. Yeah, don't do that yet, man. Trust me, like
No.
it's like I was speaking to Darren from Squeezed Orange literally like 2 days ago, and I was like, and he's 28.
He's a fucking lad,
man. You know what? He's the first person in the UK to do a backflip on a jet ski. But when he used to be a professional jet skier,
Sorry, what?
Mate, I know.
When he used to be, I didn't even know he was a professional jet
Mate,
skier.
he was on X Games years ago.
No.
Seriously, man.
What's he you doing with your life? Get back on a jet ski. Stop printing clothes,
Nah,
you
he's
boring
killing
fuck.
it, man. He's killing
No,
it.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. First person in the UK to do. That's a little fact there for you that I found out. But he's like.
What the fuck?
I know, man. He's
well,
mad.
I talk to him too much as it is.
Yeah,
Now we've got more to talk about.
But he's 28 and he was like, you know what, dude? Like, I don't have a girlfriend. I like literally like just push that to the side. Like I'm focusing on this, and I said to him like, I kind of envy you a bit because I wish I'd started Kilo. Not that I don't, you know what I mean? Like I love my family, I love my daughters, I love like my missus. Like she puts up with so much shit off me because I'm just constantly like I'm so driven and and some you know.
I'm
what
the
I mean?
same, mate.
And it just takes over. It's taken over my life. Like working, like I love it. It's not work. It's just like an obsession.
Mine did the same thing.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? She fucking went through so much shit for me.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
I met my missus with £10. I was with a cut off phone contract, a failed business, debt, no car.
Yeah.
And 10 years later, she's still with me, man.
Yeah, this is the thing, mate. Like, you went. So this is the way I always envision it. I started Broke Boys in 2014. Had no. I obviously was pushing it more than I realised.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be where it is today.
Of course.
But like I sat down and I was like, I don't know, like I was at uni. I come out. I was doing this job. I fucking despised it.
Yep.
In all honesty, like it was just horrible, and it's just like I don't know, like you just. I can't really get out what I'm trying to say, but like you just go for it.
You've got to go. What I always say is like you've got to do what you've got to do, like to get where you're going. That's like my motto. And like when I met Leanne, I'd started a clothing brand with my friend and his dad. Yeah, and his dad put 50 grand in.
Fuck.
At the age of 23.
Yeah,
I'd just quit my job, which I was at the age of 23 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I was just about to get a £7,500 rise for my sales job because I was selling clothes for a Manchester brand.
Yeah.
That was doing like 50 mil a year. Like it was smashing, and I had this job that was like so secure. And we were starting. This was like I think it was maybe pre-recession. Like it was mental.
Yeah.
And I ended up leaving, going doing this brand with my friend, and basically fucked me over massively. Like the apartment was in my name. Well, the apartment was in his dad's name, but all the bills were in my name. Yeah. So we were living together. And
do you live with his dad as well?
No, his dad wasn't.
Oh, okay.
No, just me and my mate in the centre of Manchester. I had a job, and he was at uni, and he dropped out of uni, and his dad was like, "Quit your job. You've got this idea to do a clothing brand." I had like loads of contacts and stuff from being in the fashion industry.
Yeah. Do you still have that now? Do you still have those now?
I've got some.
Not that I'm trying to like rinse you for. I'm saying like.
No, yeah. If you, there's people that I know, that can do specific.
Do you
things.
use them? You don't use them, do you?
Everything's in the UK for me.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Because I've used Pakistan, which is just another level. China's amazing. The quality is good, but the prices are a lot higher now because they've got a better quality of life. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It just seems it's just crazy, man. Because like I was saying this, like one of the reasons I got out of the fashion industry as well is just like we're literally running out of third world countries to take advantage of. It's disgusting. Like, and it's horrible. Like the things like
I do get it.
You hear about and you see, and it's not nice. So. But what I was saying, I started this brand, and basically I got done over. He moved out the apartment, moved in with his brother, so I moved home. So at this point, my mum's not even got a spare room for me. I'm sleeping on a sofa. I pull out IKEA bed with a set of Malm drawers, 3 drawers to hold my entire wardrobe in the front room, so it doesn't look too like I'm fucking sleeping in mum's front room. And then he goes, his dad was supposed to pay me like a certain amount of money. I just wasn't getting any money. And his dad just went, I've got no money, and we've spent all this money, and it's either like you go and get a job or.
How long was that? How long was that time period of which you realised? Oh shit!
There was like three. There was like 3 really bad months where I just had nothing. My mum was dropping me off in the centre of Manchester where our like office was, and basically pushed me out after he got everything that he wanted, and brought his brother in. They got an apartment together, and he's did that, and then I think they went on for another couple of years. I'm not too sure, but they got the comeuppance because the website address was in my name. So when it came up for renewal, I changed every single password, and the £10,000 website that we got built just went fuck off.
No.
So and then I got an email saying, "Oh, once you figure out your password, we'll be able to speak to you about your domain." And I was like, "Yeah, you've called." So they got. They pushed me out massively, left me with debt. I had nothing. I was sleeping on mum's couch. And then I met Leanne. But then what I had to do is the company I was working for, as a men's wholesale guy, like a salesperson, I ended up going picking and packing in the warehouse for £211 a week for an entire year, and that's what I had to do. So like you were saying, like people don't see what you go through to get where you are today, like, and that really I spoke to you about this on the phone. Like, I do suffer with depression, and I've never really admitted it until about 2 years ago. And I honestly thought about I thought about killing myself at that point. I was going to hang myself, and people don't really. I know it's dark, man. But my missus like literally just saw through all that crap. Like literally had a contract that had not been paid for like 6 months, and she literally just like, you know what I mean? She wasn't bothered about anything. She was and now it's like 10 years later, we've got our own house, we both got new cars, and life's a bit better. Do you know what I mean? And then it's not about the material things, but what I'm trying to say is like,
fuck me, you feel a little more secure. I guess.
Yeah, of course, man. And if it went back to that tomorrow, I wouldn't care. Because I know that like what I want to do is like I've got to do what I've got to do to get where I'm going to go, and I know it's. It sounds deep, but like that's how deep I think, and that's I believe like it's part of the success of like Killer Wipers and stuff, because I've learned my lessons.
It is.
I've learned my lessons.
100% it is, mate. Like your journey is what makes the brand.
It's the best thing,
10
man.
times harder. Like, do you know what I mean? Like 10 times better.
I love it, man. I love this. I love this. Like the struggle's grim. But
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
start seeing some form of like, you know, not just money, but just like some
Yeah.
traction, it's like, this is sick. Like,
Mate,
and that's what I live for. Like.
In 2000, don't get me wrong, like, fuck me, like, it sounds like you had it rough, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm on
Like,
antidepressants now because I'm just constantly,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if I'm not on them, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
So in 2017,
Yeah.
this is when I'd left uni in 2015. I'd been working at this company for 2 years, fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Like my bird, she would say like, "Oh, like when you were so fucking moany, blah blah," and I just didn't realise. I just didn't
Yeah.
notice or know.
Yeah.
And now I look back at it and I think like, yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, I was. But I had no money. I was in the
Yeah.
red. I was in the red hugely. And now like, God, like without sounding arrogant again, like obviously it worked my ass off, and now like we're sitting in my unit. Like, do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
of course,
Like,
man. Yeah, man.
fuck, like that's a big fucking thing.
Massive, man.
But like, I was talking to like Jamie FYD last week
Yeah.
on the other podcast, and he was saying like he had a similar thing. Like he ended up like losing his job, like staying on a sofa or like his mum's sofa for
Yeah.
a while. And like people, don't get me wrong, I didn't have that. Essentially, I had some other hard times. I've worked
Yeah.
since I was like, people would say like, I don't know, people might look at me and say like, oh, I don't know, like not necessarily like, what have you gone through, what have you done?
Yeah.
Mate, like I've worked since I was 12. Like
Same, mate,
I've
yeah.
worked since I was 12. Like some people are like, oh, when's your first job? Oh yeah, I got a first job. I was working in fucking
Double pay round,
Tesco. Yeah, I was
Double
working.
pay round.
I was working
In
in
the morning
Tesco
at
at
night.
fucking 16.
Yeah.
It's like no. I legit worked from 12.
Yeah.
One day we used to go to this cafe down at my nan's, and she lives in Minnis Bay, which is in Birchington, which is next to Margate.
Yep.
And there was a cafe we used to go down to see her every weekend, see my nan and granddad, spend time with them. And we used to go to this cafe every morning. My nan and granddad went there, and this woman comes out that owns it, and she comes over to me and goes, "Right, we're swamped. It's middle of summer. It's on the beach front. The cafe is fucking swarmed with people." And she comes out to me. She's like, looks at my mum. She was like, "Can he wash up?" And I looked at her. I was like, she was like, "Do you want to earn some money?" And I was just like, "Yeah." She was like, "I'll literally pay us £2 an hour."
Yeah.
Right. And she's like, "Do you want to earn some money?" I looked at my mum as if to say like, "Yes, I would like
Hell
to do
yes.
that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Like wash some fucking
Yeah.
plates for
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean? A couple of quid. And
What sort of background do you come from then? Do you come from like I don't know, like broken home or poor? Or,
no. I mean, yeah, like we're fucking poor.
Yeah.
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 Like, my mum's never had any money, mate. I live in a 2-bedroom flat with my mum now, and it's
Yeah,
rented. Like,
yeah.
it's not ours. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
So do you? Are your dad about like or?
Oh, mate, like, I always say when people ask if he is now, but
Yeah.
if someone was to have said about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago,
Yeah.
what's your mum and dad's relationship status? I always compare it to, if it was on Facebook, it would be it's complicated.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because it's one of them.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah.
Now,
I just wondered because
nowadays they're fixing shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But back
Yeah.
in the day, it wasn't.
No,
quite
I'm from
fucking
like
there.
I'm literally from like background wise. I think the reason why I've got so much drive like is because I'm from a broken home.
100%,
like,
bro. Like, don't get me wrong. It doesn't have. You don't have to be.
No,
It
not
doesn't
at all,
take
man.
that.
No.
But
I've just
I do agree.
been through
I
some
do agree.
shit, like, and I think that's why I'm so driven now. Because like I've got a child, I would never want them to go through
Yeah.
what I've gone through.
I didn't necessarily go through hard times. My mum's fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah,
my
of
mum's
course,
the
yeah.
best, mate. Like, she
Yeah.
fucking, like, I would, all due respect, like, I love my dad, but
Yeah.
like, if he hadn't have fucking turned up, I would have been fine. Like, that
Yeah.
sounds fucking awful. Like,
Nah,
that-
man, nah,
if
dude.
he ever listened to that, that sounds horrible on his behalf. But like, if my dad hadn't have showed up,
Yeah.
and decided never to fucking speak to me again, like, my mum would have been fine. Like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? She would have, not like her personally in her relationship, yeah, she's heartbroken, bless her, by
Yeah.
that point. But I mean, as in raising me,
Yeah.
like,
Do you reckon that had like an impact on you like now?
100%, right?
Like-
Because my mum never had a thing. She's never had
Yeah.
a thing, and it would be my ultimate fucking dream to sort my mum out.
Yeah,
it'd
man.
be my fucking dream
Yeah.
to do that.
My mum was
So-
always like joked about when you make it, we can have a granny flat on the side.
Yeah,
of the house.
yeah. I was that's what I was to say. An annex,
Yeah,
an annex
yeah,
on the side of the house. I'm like, no, mum, you're
Yeah.
moving like
Yeah.
at least 15 minutes down.
Yeah,
the road.
as long as
Like,
you cook me a Sunday dinner every day, I'm sweet.
yeah, no, like my mum's sweet. So, but yeah, 100%, mate. Like I've sat down this calf, come over. Would you like to do some washing up? Yeah, 100%. Like, that's a bit of me. Like, okay, cool. I go and start doing that, and I loved it so much. It was like every weekend we were down at my nan and granddad's. Every weekend I had hours because I was taking out orders and serving on their ice cream counter for £2, £2.50, £3.50, and I think I might have made £4 an hour.
Yeah.
Right, and then I've stopped there, and then I went to sixth form, and the minute I stepped into sixth form, I was like, you need to get a job. And I was just like, okay. So I said, there's one thing I don't want to do is work in a supermarket. Like, I just don't want to do that.
I've got to think about supermarkets, but I'll let you carry on, and then I'll...
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then I spent 2.5 years, maybe, of my life working in Morrison's. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because it was the only fucking thing that was available and that I could get. I went for a interview at a jewellery store in Bluewater, which is 15 minutes from me. Yeah. And then like I got the job. Then like last minute, they're like, actually, we don't part time anymore. We're full time. Can you do full time? And I'm like, no, I'm at sixth form. Like, you don't understand. They're like, okay, yeah, we can't take you. So it was like, right, Morrison's it is. Like, I'll go do that.
Yeah. It's got to do what you got to do. Like I say, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did that. Went uni. While I was at uni, I was working, like, as an example, right? And this is when I really kind of look back at myself now and think to myself, fuck me, Dan, you did well there. I used to work for Morrison's. I say it lightly, I used to, like, club promote-ish for a company called Student Republic. I tried to get hours with it. They weren't the best. But, like, well, they weren't the best to me for giving me hours. Not they weren't the best, they were sick. But, like, I mean, as in, they weren't the best to give me hours. I used to try and sell tickets, so I used to get a bit of money there. Yeah. They used to do a thing called City Sound Project in Canterbury, and like I would work for a couple of hours doing like a door or something.
Dude, this
like
sounds so like me. Like, this is crazy, right? So I went to college, obviously, like 6 months, dropped out. Yeah. But at that time, like, I had a little moped. My granddad's like my dad. Like, he pretty much brought us up. Unfortunately, passed away a few years ago. But like my grandma and granddad were like my mum and dad. Do you know what I mean? My mum used to work like 3 jobs, so I've kind of always had like this. You've got to work to get where you're going. Like, no one gives you nothing in this life. Swear down, like nothing. You won't get 0. So while I was at college, I was doing silver serving, like serving all these rich people in like 3-piece suits, like, you know, putting on the chicken and the gravy and all that crap. And I used to do that, and then I was working in a tile shop. On Saturday and a Sunday, and then I was working in a bar as well, glass collecting, and I was doing those 3 jobs whilst at college. And it's just like you've got, you know what I mean?
I did those 2 things and realised that basically this club promotion company, they kind of had their go-tos. One of my mates was like their go-to. He was a lovely guy. I can understand why. Yeah. But like, it was like he got all the hours, everything he needed, and all this money, and like, do you know what I mean? All the fucking shit, all the fucking jobs, and I was like, right, I can't do that. So I started promoting for another, as well as doing it. I started selling t-shirts for a Carnage. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
No.
They do pub crawls,
right?
So, you know, like back in about 5 years ago, you might see like news articles where like student uni towns are getting out of hand because there's
just literally like 20 people wearing all these t-shirts going around.
Same fucking
some
t-shirt,
crawls.
and they're all like some girls on the floor fucked. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely mortal. Like, do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Like that's what I started promoting for. Because it's gonna sound arrogant again, but like I had the gift of the gab. I could chat, and I had balls, mate.
Well, this is the thing. That's what I was gonna say to you. So like, obviously, you do know, like, you know, it's training for like what we do now, like, to be able to communicate with people starts from young. And like when I was working all these jobs and stuff, and having to speak to people, like my first job was at Starbucks because, you know, I didn't have I had qualifications from school, but I didn't have any A levels. I didn't really know what I want to do at that time. So like, there's like, you know, when you're talking to people like now, like when I trade, it's just so natural. And like, and I'm so passionate about it. And that is part of like
practice, bro. The practice that you fucking had. It's like
anyone,
accidental practice. Yeah,
anyone who's if you can't sell, if you can't speak to people, you're never going to get anywhere. Mate, I think that's one thing that like this generation of like people coming through now, like because everything's text. Can't speak to people, and they're going to struggle. That is like such a good skill.
Past. Don't get me wrong, I've lost it over the last couple of years. I will be honest. I've kind of become a bit, I don't know, like a little bit more nervous. I don't know why. But yeah, like I'll walk past people at a show, like they've messaged me, like, and I clearly know who they are, and they may debate like, "Fuck, does he know who I am?" But like, I'm just like, I go to say something to them, and they're like, just turn away, and I'm like, right, what the fuck?
I just think it takes time, man. I'll literally speak to anyone, man. I'm just not bothered. I used to be, don't get me wrong, like, used to just be like, you know, quite timid, but now I'm just like, something, you know what I mean? Like, mate, even if I don't know the name, which is quite 100%. Often, I just go, all right, mate.
All right, bro, how are you? Like, but yeah, like this fucking t-shirt thing that I started doing, of talking to a mate. She's like, I'm going to promote for Carnage, and I was just like, what's Carnage? She's like, oh, it's the pub crawl, blah blah. Explain it to me. You can sell t-shirts. T-shirts are £10. They give you £1 per one. So I was like, fuck it, like, that sounds pretty sweet. So I said, all right, I'll go with you. So we've gone down to this pub down the road. We go downstairs into like, it's like an old classic pub that's been there for like 100 years in Canterbury. Back streets, everything. Gone downstairs, it's one of these like you have to duck to get downstairs.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, proper oldie pub.
Yeah. And this guy comes out, his name's Ollie, and he's the guy that runs Carnage. And he's like, right, so you sell t-shirts, £10 a t-shirt, here's the boxes, how many do you think you're going to need? He's like, I'm going to take all your details, your address, everything. I need to know where you live, your name, your number, the lot. I'm going to ring you right now to see that it goes through to you, like all this shit, because you've got my money. And I was like, yeah, all right, cool. He said, how many do you think you can sell? And I said, well, any questions? Yeah, what's the most anyone's ever sold? Oh, there's a guy at Brighton, he sold 300. So it's 300 quid, right? So I'm thinking to myself, fuck me.
Now that's some serious t-shirts, isn't it?
Well, hang on. So I thought to myself, fuck me, it's 300 quid. Like, if I could sell anything near that, as well as my wage, which is a part-time wage at Morrison's. I used to work Sundays, you just get time and off, so it's like £450, £500 a month, on top of selling about 50 quid's worth of tickets a month for the other company, and doing another £300, and getting my student loan.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I'm a rich student.
In
comparison to anybody else, bruv, I'm making money, right? And that'll sort me out, that'll keep me going. So he said, how many do you want to start off with? And I looked at my mate, like this girl Sarah, and I kind of looked at her and was like, how many do you think we can sell? She was like, I'll take like 30 or something. And I thought, yeah, like 15 quid each, that's a night out. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. So we took 30. And I went in, bruv. Like, I fucking went in.
You sound like me, like, if there's a goal, it's like...
If he ever stumbles into this, I think I got him on Facebook, right? If he ever stumbles into this, I've never said this out loud. I've said it out loud to a lot of people, never on something like this, right?
Yeah.
So, he would also do a deal where he would pay you £5 an hour to flyer for Carnage, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So what I used to do...
I know exactly what you're going to say right now, bro.
Well, there was student halls, right?
Yeah.
And there's this road, and it's full of student halls. It's specific to student halls. Students live there only.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I've gone to Sarah, like, right, we need to go out and sell these T-shirts. Like, we sold to our mates, and once we sold to our mates, we were kind of done. I said, I'm going to go door knocking with the fucking T-shirts in a box, and I'm going to go in, and on the posters, he used to supply us with this big A3 poster, and you could write, it said at the bottom, it had a blank box, he said, write your telephone number in here. They can text you, call you, and ask you for the T-shirts.
Yeah, so bang it. Yeah, so it's like, I'm going to help these.
Yeah. So I literally door knocked, but what I did was I told him that I was flyering. So I was getting paid £5 an hour to fly. Of course
you were, and then you were going around.
I was door knocking, going in, and literally there and then going. My first words were to these fucking first year students, like, I was wearing one of the T-shirts, and I just turned around to them and said, "Yo, like, we're selling T-shirts for Carnage. It is the biggest event in Canterbury. Can I come in?"
Yeah.
And they were like, and I was like, "Get your housemates." I said, don't ignore it. I said, get your housemates downstairs. Where are they? Upstairs. Yeah. And I just walk in.
Yeah.
And I just walk straight into their kitchen.
Kick in the door, man. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah, I just walk straight into their kitchen, and then they'd be looking at me, and I'd be like, "You right?" And I'd like literally, I'd call everybody out, like, quick. And I'll be like, "Right, so my name's Dan. I promote for a company called Carnage. Blah blah blah. This is what we do. They're £10 a T-shirt. It's the biggest fucking event in Canterbury. It's happening in like 2 weeks."
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah. So you need a T-shirt now because they're going to sell out. We sell only a certain amount. All right, cool. What I'm going to do? Do you want some now? Yeah, all right then. So some people would give them now, some people wouldn't have cash.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then, mate, if it was today, I'd take fucking card. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd get a card reader.
Yeah. Too.
And they'd be like, yeah, all right then. Let's take your number. So I'd put my number down. So then I'd do that at every fucking house. At my house, I lived on like the main road of like where the campus was.
Yeah.
I put up in the window like selling Carnage T-shirts, knocked downstairs, and I said to all my housemates, anyone fucking knocks wants Carnage T-shirts, they're up here, grab them, I'll give you some fucking money for it.
Yeah.
So they've done that for me. I was selling those, and then what I was doing was I was saying, look, if I'm not going to sell T-shirts to you now though, guys, I do charge a £3 delivery charge for me to come and drop it to you. Now, bearing in mind, I live fucking 10 minutes from any Hall's location in the whole of fucking Canterbury.
This is a hustle. Like, I hate using the word hustle, but like,
it's true though.
It's a mentality.
Yeah. So I sold. There was one. They did it like termly or something. So it wasn't a lot. But in one term, I think Sarah did it with me at first. We used to split the money. Then Sarah, I don't think, did it again. And in one of the terms, I made like 450 quid.
Nice.
In T-shirt sales. And what I had to start doing was I took 100 T-shirts off him to begin with. And then I started going round to other people picking up the T-shirts they couldn't sell because he was running out of T-shirts to give
of course,
me.
yeah.
Because he had given them all out.
Yeah.
And I'd literally ring, I'd be like, bruv, I'm done. Like, where can I get some more? And he's just like, yeah, let me text around and see who's got them. And he would literally have like a group chat or some shit and be like, who doesn't want it? And they're like, yeah, me. So I was picking up 30, 40, 50 T-shirts from people that just couldn't sell them. I sold shitloads.
That is
on
sick.
Top of the fact that I had a job.
Yeah,
on
man.
Top
That's
of the
what
fact
it's
that
about. Yeah. That is literally like what it's about. And like, I don't know, like people who are trying to start stuff. Like I've got a few people who are trying to start something like, oh yeah, but I get home from work and I'm tired.
Shut the fuck up,
yeah, just
bruv.
get it done, man.
Yeah,
like,
shut up. It pisses me off.
So like, what do you do for mentality? Like, what are you like? For me, like
You what? Yeah,
I've got like guys that I go to like to listen and I manifest.
I love
like,
how you're like interviewing me now, by the way.
Sorry, man.
No. This is sick.
Just like mentality, like because I don't.
This was
like,
all stuff that I had written down anyway to ask you.
Yeah,
so
like
that's
mentality for like me, like that sort of mentality is like if I can do this and I can just like get there and then I can get to this bit.
At first, obviously, it just come naturally.
Yeah,
like, I just wanted to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know
I think
why.
I similar because I was broke as shit.
Yeah,
and like just like I wanted to earn my own money. Like I'm the kid at school that like had the blazer in year 7 till year 11, like the same blazer.
Yeah,
my mum used to just like extend the thing, the
what
sleeves down, like got the big
yeah.
one and then sewn it up, and then it was like grey and it should have been black, and I was getting like picked on and stuff. And I think that's actually why I ended up in fashion.
Yeah.
But like as soon as I got out of school, like I hated school. Like I didn't revise, but I did quite well. Like I'm not a stupid person. Like I came out with everything but French and history. Like I got D's in French and history. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like.
So
I just want it's like it's either in you or it isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like
I did. It is quite odd though, because some people, I think what people do is they see me on story and stuff. They're like, "Why are you so fucking confident?" But then Koski from Fitted,
man, he's a guy as well,
he's
man.
Funny, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I've met obviously all the used lot and used lot, some of the best people I've met in the scene. But it's only recently that I've started talking to him more. He's come down for that meeting that I had with him the other week.
Yeah.
About Fitted and stuff like that, and like since I've started talking to him, I'm like, yeah, actually, you're fucking safe as well.
He's honestly, man, he's the guy.
Yeah,
man.
but he come down and he said like, you mentioned like my confidence on story and stuff. And
Yeah.
When I was at uni, bro, I did a drama degree. So
Right,
like, people were
okay,
like, people were
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like,
No way.
And
did
he
you
went,
do drama.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro.
Well, wanted to be on Coronation Street.
I wanted to be a fucking actor for years, man.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
years and years and years.
See, the thing is, you could
uni
still be
ruined
at
it
some
for me.
point.
I could.
Like
I
I swear down, like. It doesn't matter what age you are to do anything. You can, literally, the world's like you can do anything you want, and I think you know it for me, like it is about mentality. Like because I've got like depression, like I'm constantly trying to rein myself in, like keep focused, and you know I listen to other podcasts. Like
that's what I was gonna say. You
like,
sent me this the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, like
you
MFCEO
sent me one. I started watching it. I didn't finish it, but I did start watching it.
So I listen to like MFCEO, like but that one's finished now. But that's a guy called Andy Frisella, and throughout the whole time, like Killer Wipers was becoming a thing. Like I was listening to that, like I was just constant, like because I was up so many hours as well. I needed some motivation to keep me going. Do you know what I mean? And I think and like Ed Milet and a few other guys like that. Like I think your mentality is like such a big thing of like for your achievements. Like if you've got a goal, like you literally need to go and chase them down and keep yourself like focused.
Yeah, I was a big watcher. I said this to you the other day, didn't I? I was a big watcher of Gary V.
Gary V, man. Yeah. I wasn't a big on him until recent. You know, I thought is this guy like.
He's hard to take. He's hard to interpret. You have to listen to what he's saying. Don't
course,
necessarily like take him.
Yeah,
like,
because he's
there's a lot of people that like use him, and like I used to watch Gary V in 2017 when I quit my job. That's when I started watching. I was watching him just before I quit. Yeah, and like he gave me a lot of motivation to quit, go do my own thing. And like I do owe not a lot of my success, but like I do owe a lot of my motivation.
I feel like that with Andy Frisella as well. Yeah, it's because it kind of gives you the confidence to like
confidence
to quit and believe in yourself. And like when people are telling you no, like. You know, believe in yourself, man.
Mate, like,
like Jamie, like I know you had Jamie on, and like FYD, like follow your dreams. Like he's the same. Like people, you know, it's you just go and do what you want to do.
So like, if I, all due respect, like I said, I absolutely fucking love my mum, but she told me when I was leaving school that I need to get a trade. You need to get a trade under your belt, babe. You need to get a trade under your belt because then that way you always earn money. I didn't go do it. I ignored it and said, "No, fuck that."
Yeah, it's not plan B for me.
But I didn't want it. I didn't want it at all. That was number one. Then like I've come out of uni, and when I was quitting my job, she was just like, "You need to look for another one too." And I was just like, I don't want to. Not that I don't want to. It's just I believe in myself enough.
Yeah, man.
To not need to.
100%.
And I knew that I had it. I was just like, no, I got this. And that in itself, at the time, like if I'd, all due respect to my wife, if I'd fucking listened to her, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just got to listen to your heart.
But
man, and
he was a reason why I didn't, because his motivation of like you can fucking do this was like oh shit, yeah, I can, like oh my god, like I can so do it. But he is annoying in some senses because like he says shit and people
Interpret it
take
the
what
wrong
he
way.
says,
Yeah.
and they're like this big old like it's unfortunate because you need to listen to what he says and go act upon the words that he comes out with.
Yeah.
You don't need to take him as a motivational speaker.
No.
There's a lot of people out there that literally go, they'll take his fucking quotes, they'll post it. I think that stuff's bullshit. Like I
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
motivational quotes and stuff, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, of course,
But
man.
when I see people acting upon the stuff that he's told you to go do, that's different.
Yeah,
you
man.
most probably I'll post some of his stuff because I relate to
It
it.
resonates, doesn't it?
Yeah. But then there are some things.
I think that's why me and you are really alike like that. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the reasons like why we connect so well, because it's like we both got the same values, like you were saying
Yeah.
before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely. But there's some stuff that I'll kind of look at with him, and I just think to myself, like, I think he's right, but then like other people, they take it, they put it on a fucking poster, they post it on their Instagram, and it's like motivational quote of the day. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
nice
shut
one. Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
fuck
go to
up.
9 to 5.
Yeah,
Type
do you
job,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can, or even if they've got their own fucking brand, you can motivate yourself all day, bruv. But like, go do it. Stop fucking talking about it. Like, just go do it. But yeah, I said this in my last podcast. I won't go over it again. But like, there's a lot of people. The minute I hear they've got an idea, I'm like, you have to fucking do it.
Yeah.
The only thing that stops you from generating an idea, it becoming a business and a reality, maybe,
It's yourself, mate.
is you not just taking the step to fucking go do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, bruv. It's crazy. But there are so many people that go, I've got this idea. And then you're like, oh, sick. Like, it's a fucking sick idea. Like, do
I
it.
think from the outside, like, because we're in the industry, like, people, as a, like, say you're a customer, they don't see, like, what goes into it, like, what sacrifices. And
People-
it's frustrating when you get people like, oh, you've just got it easy, or, you know, you've done, you know, and it's just like,
people, the thing that frustrates me, which it doesn't frustrate me too much, but I have got it, I have had it recently, and you mostly get this as well, is like, where I'm self-employed,
yeah,
and I get to choose what day I work, when I work, how I work, and what I do on that day. People go, you don't do fuck all.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're joking. Like, people, like, I'm sorry, but like, once again, arrogant as fuck. I work harder than 98% of people that I fucking know.
Man,
And the other 2% of people are working as hard as me, or just a little bit harder. And I'm like, fair play to you.
I literally know
because
one
I'm
guy
knackered.
that works. I know that I put in the hours, and I know one guy. I'm just like my detailer mate. He'll literally he'll survive on 2 hours sleep. He'll be in that unit. Like, oh my god, I'm like, Dom. I think I work hard. Like, you're taking it. You're taking a piss, man. Like, you got to sleep.
Mate, I've got mates that will literally go to work. They'll do 9 to 5, or they'll do longer than that. They'll do 8 till 7s.
Yeah.
They're working physical jobs.
Yeah.
And they think they're so fucking hard done by, sort of thing. And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm sure what you're doing is very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. I couldn't do it. I'm not fit. I couldn't do it. But like, all due respect, mate, like, money isn't the object. But how can you fucking sit there and say I do nothing? Yeah, I earn more money than you.
Yeah,
I must be doing something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I must be doing something with my time.
Yeah.
And what they see is they go, oh, because you got up at fucking 10, or because you got up at 9 today, or 10 o'clock today, because you chose to do what you did with your day, you're obviously fucking loving life. That's relaxation.
You're so lucky.
No,
it's like, no,
I stayed
I'm
up till 3, bro.
Yeah,
you
of
were
course.
in bed by fucking 9
Yeah.
because you were knackered. Like, do you know what I mean? Or you were in bed by 10,
Watching
11
Netflix,
because you were
wasting your
fucked.
time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you've come home, you finished your work day, you sat down, and you're done.
Yep.
Whereas I don't. I don't finish. Like, I only finish because I have to sleep.
Yep.
If I didn't have to sleep, I wouldn't. I don't enjoy sleep, really. I'm like,
I do these days.
I do. You've got a kid, bruv.
Mate.
But like, I do. But then again, like, if sleep wasn't a thing and sleep was just a luxury, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't, like, try and get
Yeah,
the
if it was
concept in
luxury,
your
yeah,
head.
yeah, of
if
course,
if you didn't have to sleep, I wouldn't do it. That means I would work every fucking hour of every day.
I've got two like things like that I try and live by, and it's like never fucking quit.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've seen a picture of my office. Like, I've got loads of artwork on the wall, and one
Yeah,
of them it says never
like-
fucking quit, and the other one is outwork the competition. Like, if I put this extra hour, 2 hours in that they're not doing in a week, I'll have worked an extra full day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do like that.
now people just like I was saying, they just don't see it, and then they just think, oh, it's just a wipe and delete, just sticking it in a bag. But I'm actually physically making the kit from scratch, building it up from the bottom upwards. It's not like I'm going buying the kit from China and they're getting delivered and I'm just going, yep, sling that.
So
in a bag.
you've got a manufacturer now that you go to every time you want.
Yeah. So basically, my dad.
You've told me this before.
Yeah. So my dad was an engineer, so it was. I'm a designer, so it's just like done, mate. Like
Yeah,
sorted, you know what I mean? Like, my dad had his own company and all that, so it's just like it's done. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just in the process of getting a machine because that's like 30 miles from my house. So I'm putting a machine in like my office that I've built at home.
Without mentioning anything, obviously we've discussed before, and I know how much you're selling.
Yeah.
And like, fuck.
Yeah, Taxman loves me.
Yeah, no, one, Taxman loves you, but two, I mean, as in the physical fucking time, mate, that you must.
When you're shipping the volumes that I'm doing, like, swear, and it's not like I said, like I'm building the kits from scratch. Like, I'm I'm CADing it. I'm going out stripping a car down. Like all of the stuff that it takes to get to that point.
I want to ask you. There's two things I want to touch upon because I want to like wrap this up. But like, one is your YouTube channel. You're doing all the
install guides,
which I would have like. Don't get me wrong, like, obviously this is the point you've come to, and like I would have always fucking said that's the sickest thing to do. I'm so fucking happy you're doing that, mate.
Yeah, man. It's been. When
I saw them, I was just like, that's what you should be doing.
It's been on my radar for ages, and people like, have you got a guide for this? And it's like, I just haven't got time to do it. Like, that's like if I had like. I haven't like obviously at the moment with the kits being made like 30 miles away. It's like I haven't got the time to be going there. It's just easy to go right. I need that. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah, and then I'll just come and grab it. And then you know what I mean. Like so. Yeah.
The second question was: so you employed your missus first and your missus' mum after?
Yeah.
How much did your business excel after essentially employing someone?
It seems like every time. Like,
or did it excel?
Yeah,
with all due respect, like
it gets quicker, but the thing is, the rate that I'm actually growing at is just insane. So, really, like by high summer, like this summer, I might have to get somebody else, and I'm thinking maybe do I get like a younger guy like Sai from Psychographics?
That's what I was gonna say.
Sai from Psychographics kind of got an apprentice in. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. To train them up because it's just one of those, man. It's really really difficult.
The reason I'm asking you is one, for just podcast purposes, two, because I'm going to try and hire someone. Yeah. And I wanted to know because I genuinely believe that right now on my own I can only excel my business to a certain point. Yeah. But with someone that can maybe do like content creation, social media creation, be bang on making sure that the brand is kind of there all the time, I could really excel further. I can mostly times the business by 10 just by having a second hand.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like when you're trying to scale the business, it's super difficult because you're trying to. Obviously, it's going to cost you more, which is fine. Yeah. Like it's not the money, it's just it's.
I mean, I will be scraping the fucking barrel to.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. It's and you know that it's going to pay off. Yeah. It's just trying to balance. It's just trying to balance everything. Like, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to do whatever you're doing. I'm trying to pack orders, reply to this email, do this, do that. That's why, like, I'm changing the process of how I work. Yeah. So I've got a machine, so I can just cut it myself there and then, rather than having to travel 30 miles away. Because it's just not worth my time to go away and waste an hour's, journey. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Time is so critical all the time for me because I'm like busy.
I completely agree.
When you like employing someone is great, and then it's just like it's hard to explain. It's super difficult because you're trying to deal with people to get them to do the process how you would do it. Yeah. And I'm anal.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah. Oh mate, I'm terrible. I'm not bad to work for, but then I also can be a bit like
I'm a twat, man. I swear down.
I would want
Leanne goes, why are you being horrible to me? It's like, I'm not. It just needs to be this way. And I for me to scale personally is I need to let go of the reins and go do you know what I mean? That's fine. You just do that. You're going to do it 90% of the way I would do it, but that's acceptable because no one's going to do it exactly the same.
No one's going to put in as much passion as you.
No, because it's mine. But I'm just trying to. For me personally, to scale my business, I probably need to take another person on, and I'm changing my processes slightly. Like I say, taking things like it is in house, but it's just a distance away, if you know what I mean. So
I'll give you another idea that no one knows about. The poster for this year's show was at the Farm 4. Got that done by a guy called Nathan.
Has he done all of yours, by the way, or is he a different guy? Which one? Nathan
Canty.
Yeah, man. He used to have I don't know if he still does it now. He used to have a t-shirt brand, like clothing brand called Feral.
Feral Supply.
Yeah, Feral Supply.
Yeah,
he's cool, man. He's a really nice guy as well.
Lad, he lives around here.
Does he? Yeah.
So I went to him. I've known him for years, and I was just like, right, I've seen your work, I know your work, and it's sick. I want a poster done by you. But before I went to Nathan, I went to another guy. I found him online. I'd been kind of suggested his way. I thought to myself, yeah, perfect. His work was sick. It ran very close to our old cartoon designs.
Yeah.
This year's the first year.
They're sick. They're making a caricature. Yeah. Sick.
First year we haven't run one, right?
Yeah.
So I found another guy that did kind of like a similar cartoon style, but it was a bit more like futuristic. It looked like Tron.
Right.
And I was like, right, I'm going to go for that.
Yeah.
And I spent £450 on this poster, right? Got this poster made, got it perfect. He sent it over to me a couple of times. I was just like, no, I want this changed, this changed. And I looked at it. He finished it. His work was perfect, bang on. I can't fault him or his work. He was such a nice guy. He's from like Slovakia or something.
Yeah.
Like something weird, like some weird Eastern European country.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That you would never fucking guess. Yeah. And it was great. So I get the poster over and I looked at it and I went, it's not right. I was just like,
what, is it just not the brand?
Like, it just wasn't what I wanted. Like, his work was sick. I can't fault what he done. He made a perfect poster.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't how I envisioned this year's show looking.
Yeah.
I just looked at it and went,
if it's not right, it's not right, man, and don't put it out. Like,
so
it's not wasted money because you've gone down that avenue to try it out, and that's what I'm not. I've tried. When I launch new products or whatever, I'll throw money at anything, me, as long if I believe in it. Do you know what I mean? And if it's not right, it's not going to come.
I don't like if the guy ever watches this or ever sees it. I don't want him to ever be like, oh, because he must be looking at me at the minute and being, because he knew what it was for. Yeah. He must be like, oh, it never got released. Yeah. And like, mate, like, if I wasn't happy with your work, I wouldn't have paid 450 quid for it.
Yeah, of course, man.
Like, I was fucking happy with what you did.
Yeah.
But like, I looked at it and I was like, this is not how I envisioned the style of Broke Boys at the Farm 4. Yeah. So, mate, yeah, I'm completely that guy, just like you are.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same, man. I'm just like, Leanne will tell you this. I'm an absolute pain to work for, and that's the thing. I need to be, because it's my baby. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you've put so much time, I've cried, I've fucking bled. I swear down, I have put so much time and effort into this, and it's like one wrong kit getting sent out, which has happened. Yeah. Like when I was training Leanne's mum up, like just kept sending wrong kits out. Like, I'm so paranoid that someone will steal like my work, that every single wiper delete is coded. It doesn't say this fits an Audi A3. It'll have a code.
Oh wow!
So it's like this code equals this car, and I've never shown anyone that apart from Liz. Yeah, which is and I don't know, just maybe I'm just too protective. No, that's how protective I am. Do you know what I mean? I like the brand. Yeah, and how much. Like, do you know what I mean? When you've put so much time and you don't want, you know.
No, I get that, mate.
It's got to be right, and I don't want someone taking it off my hands, you know.
Yeah, I completely get that. I envy you, mate. Like, I envy you in.
Thank you, man. That's crazy.
No, like I genuinely do. Not like in a jealousy way. Like, I envy you in a, oh my god, bro! Like, you thought of a product, you fucking smashed it. Like, you actually smashed it out.
Cheers, man.
And especially when you start doing stuff like this, Lab Geeks, your little spin-offs.
Kill wipers are starting. I'm telling you now.
I love
I've got a goal. Like, my goal is to turn a mill. Like, that is on my list. Like, and that is crazy. Like, you'd think, what a fucking wiper delete, dude. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's on my list, and I'm miles off that at the moment. But I'm gonna do it. Like, and hopefully in a few years I'll come back and say, dude, I've done it. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, do you know what? Like, I can see it being potentially being a point where like it could be a fucking manufacturer spec option to not have.
I sell to Volkswagen.
Do you,
mate? I sell to Vindas VW.
What?
What?
I've got because they don't want the rear wire.
So what happens is that I'm working with.
That's fucking unreal.
Mental, mate.
Did they come to you or did you go to them?
They came to me. Got my personal number. He'll ring me.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
So there's like a van centre, and because I created the Caddy barn door kit,
yes,
no one else has done that, and it's in the metal. So I decided to make a kit that's flush again, that you fit from the inside. Yeah. That was made out of metal, and they sell vans, like fleets of vans. And what usually happens is they'll have a customer come in and they'll say, right, we've got this customer's got 15 vans. They're gonna wrap all 15 vans, we need the wipers taken off. So can you send us 15 kits for caddy with a barn door?
Yeah.
And the last one I did, it was like, dude, the van's arriving and I've ordered the wrong kit. And it's come, and I think I've ordered the wrong kit. It was supposed to be in the door, and I've ordered the glass one. And I was like, no worries, man. So I got him. I got his kit. I took it to a local body shop. Got him to paint it there and then got it out special delivery the next day so they could fit it in the morning, and then hand the vehicle over to the customer at like 2 p.m. So that's like how passionate I'm about it. It's like, dude, I'll try this, but it's going to cost you this, and I'll do everything I can to get it done. Do you know what I mean? And I try and do that with everything. Like if someone's got a problem with an order, or like just one thing, like I learned off like listening to the podcast is like go above and beyond. Like you might be pissed off that customers like my t-shirts, like I don't know, it's got lost in the post. It's like
I've had that a lot recently. I think it's where I'm shipping. I don't know what it is, but like this year for me, fucking hell.
How many you literally throw money away? And have to resend it. It's like, where is this parcel gone? Do you know what I mean?
The process of actually claiming your money back through Royal Mail is easy, but it's just long.
Mate, I've never
done it once, and they gave my money back straight. They didn't even question it, but it was very like, imagine having to do that. Like I mostly have to do that about 3-4 times a month.
Man,
like
imagine shipping 1,200, 1,300 orders with multiple products in a month, and then getting those. I just don't even. I mean, that is something I could claim back, but I just don't have the time.
No, I agree.
That is my thing. Like at the moment, I'm just
this month alone, maybe January actually as well. Yeah, so January up until now, I must have lost about 5 or 6 orders. Yeah. And I spoke to someone the other week. They were like, "No, I lose like 2 a year." I'm like, "Where the fuck am I sending mine?"
Yeah, mine are all set. Mine is like everything's tracked. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then some of the tracking details just end. They just go past the post office.
Yeah, went to the post office and no further.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, we sent it out, and they'll have receipt evidence of them sending it out, and it'll be in the bags. They have nothing there. And to be fair, I've got quite friendly with my post office. I trust them. Yeah. But like, I just sit there. I'm like, where the fuck did it go?
It's gone in the abyss, man, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's part of like, dealing on the internet, innit? You know what I mean?
Wicked, man. We've been talking for 2 hours.
Oh, for Jesus, man. Just felt like.
But mate, I feel like I wanted to make sure I got everything out of you.
Yeah, man. Really. I mean,
it's really important. The only reason being is obviously everyone that's listening to this, watching it on YouTube or just listening on Spotify. Like I want them to find out about people like you, because it's so fucking important. It's so fucking important, mate. Because obviously, I know about you because of the industry. I have to fucking know about you. I know about you because you trade at my shows. Yeah. I've got friendly with you. I've got friendly with other people, and I know about them. There's so many other people out there as well that I just kind of look at and think to myself, "You've got a fucking sick story." Like,
cheers, man.
Tell it.
Honestly, I personally come from nothing. I've attempted other things that I'm passionate about, and it's not worked. And I've come back swinging, man. And
your stories motivate me, because at the end of the day, like you said, having nothing there, I think that kind of pushes a lot of people to go, fuck me, like I could do that too.
Yeah, man. Like, anyone can do anything. It doesn't matter if you come from money. Great, you just further up the step ladder. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and you can fucking go up as quick as you want, and you can come down as as fast, man. So anyone can do anything.
I wanna say this as well, and obviously this is coming from me, not from obviously you, but like just throwing it out there. Like, I don't really know how to put this in like a less arrogant. I want to put this in a less arrogant way, is what I'm trying to say.
It's right, man.
For you specifically, which is like, you had an idea, you did it, you've worked on it, you put your heart and soul into it, and bruv, like, this is not that you earn a lot of money, but like you earn money, the money that you need. Like, and I mean, as it's achievable for anybody to go do that too.
Of course, man.
Like, I mean, you've got a business which is on the fucking road to being highly successful. Do you know what I mean? Highly.
Cheers, man.
Don't get me wrong, it already is, but like, I mean, as
of course,
times 10 of what you're at now.
Yeah, man. If I times 10 what I'm at, I want a Lambo. You know what I mean?
Don't start flexing on me.
No, that's my goal. Like, really, like we were saying about goals. I know you want to wrap this up. It's real quick. Like, for me, like I was saying, I've got goals. Like, everybody my list. Yeah. Some people just don't. They just like,
they just get.
I want to be rich. But what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
What do you want? Not like
specifically,
product, not item, but what do you want your life to be?
Yeah. Like people, it's like, you want a Lambo, but what's it's just a material thing. It doesn't matter. It's like, but it's not about that for me. It's experience. Like, I don't want to die and not know how it feels to drive a Lamborghini. I've sat in one.
Yeah.
And I felt that suede steering wheel, and I can smell it. And I go to bed, and I physically do. I swear down. I went to Riverside Racing in Liverpool. I'm really friendly with the guys there, and Paul let me sit in his Lambo, and I was like, it was one that he was selling because he trades cars too, and I was sat in it, and I was like, and my mate was like, close the door, it's matte black, and I'm like,
oh my god,
shit, bro, this is what I'm aiming for, and I've got a picture like on my wall, like right in front of me, like that is what I'm aiming for, and I'm aiming for these specific things, and I know they're all material items, but that's what drives me to to work hard. Like I'm not going to get that shit without.
To be honest with you,
busting my,
to be honest with you, though, like not necessarily everybody has that, but then again,
other people might want traveling.
Or they want you just have to figure out what you want. What's really good? Oh god, this is fucking getting off on one. There's the film Avatar. Yeah, they say they Na'vi or whatever they're called, the blue people. They say something that means I see you or something. Yeah. And like you kind of sit there and you're like, obviously we say like, oh, I love you, like that sort of thing. But like they're like, no, it's not just like, oh, I see you, like as in I see you in the street. Like I mean, I see you, like that's like a thing. And when that came out and when they said that, and I was just like, yeah, it's sick. Like I kind of like that.
Deep, like it's deep.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, this is going off on a tangent, but that's the same thing. Like you have to figure out like what you want. Like it's not just like physically, I would like a Lambo. It's like, what do you want within your fucking soul to like give yourself fulfillment of, finally I've achieved X, Y, Z. Like,
and then as soon as you've done that one, if there's something else, I'll stick it back on the list. I've got 5 on the list and I've ticked off 1.
And what was that?
The Rolly.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the one I wanted, but this one's a vintage one and I liked it. It wasn't the... it's like 20 bag for the one that I want.
I don't really have a massive desire for a Lambo. I don't have a desire for a Rolex. I don't do watches.
Yeah.
So mine, I don't really... Off the top of my head, I mostly couldn't tell you, but if I had sat down for 10 minutes and actually thought about it, mine are... I think... I'll tell you what mine are. Mine are land.
Yep.
I just want my own plot of land where like I can just reside and just go and just be there and have...
Yeah, man.
The only people that are around me are the people that I want there.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Man. And I a lot of the targets and things that I want are like businesses. Like I would love to have enough land to do like... I don't know, like something on that.
Yeah, of course, man.
A goal for me years ago, and it still kind of is now, is like I would love to, and I was going to talk. This is what I was going to talk to you about later on, like off camera. But like I would love to have like my car show. I like it. I like talking to other people. I like getting them in. I like having you as a separate business. I like having all these people. But what I realise is, like I said before, some people are shit to communicate with.
Yep.
Some people don't fucking pay on time. Some people wind me up. I would love to be a self-sufficient show. Everything. Like, so for example, my camping this year.
Yeah.
My venue was set up by me. I set up everything. We repaved the fucking road to make sure that people could get around because we had some issues.
Yeah.
We did that ourselves. The camping the night before, I bought a horse box and put a bar in it so I could sell my own alcohol because I hated talking to some of these alcohol businesses that were going to try and charge me to have them there making money. Like,
that's the point.
And it pissed me off.
Just pay 2 people that you know like a decent wage and do it yourself. That's self-sufficient.
Literally.
So that's what I love about working for myself is being I'm self-sufficient. I don't have to, you know what I mean?
Actually, don't say that because the 2 people that I had in the horse box selling alcohol for me, they were 2 mates of mine. I didn't pay them, and I said to them that I would get them Spanish lessons because we were talking about we're all mates.
Yeah, so we're just going to download them Duolingo. And
and I
$2.99.
And I said to him, I said like, what do you want? I tried to pay. One of my mates, he's got fucking money, so fuck him. Fuck James. He could watch this. But then Katie, the girl that was doing it, I said I'd pay her. She, no, like propaganda. I said, what do you want? And at the time we was talking about languages. I said, I'll pay for you to do Spanish lessons, and I'm going to come with you as well because I want to do that. Yeah, all right then. And we haven't done it yet. But I do want.
That's on the list, man.
It's on the list. As in, like, if tomorrow we find a place, I'll book it. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's the sort of thing. Like, I had friends there to support me. They helped me, and I love them for it. But like that sort of thing, I wanted to become self-sufficient like that.
Yeah, man. Takes time, doesn't it, man? If that's on your list, you know what I mean? It's been on your list or whatever. Like I say, for me, it's like I want a Killer Wipers warehouse. Like, and when I say warehouse, I drive past. There's one that I see nearly every day. It's near me in Merseyside, and it's like I see the Hermes one and I see the Amazon one, and I'm like, I'm talking about a fucking warehouse, and that's how big I want to take it. And people think you're stupid, you're daft. Are you serious? Like, and I'm like, no, I want a warehouse, and that is on my like. It's like business goals as well, you know. Correct. Like, I've literally got 5, literally 5 on the list. 3 of them are like business ones, and
2 of them are material.
2 of material, man.
Yeah.
But no, that's and I'd take the business ones over material any day, like I said. So
I would just love. My most probably is My own tiny little house. I've always wanted a shipping container house. I love shipping container
Man,
conversions.
I've been watching the things on those.
I
Small
fucking love
spaces.
them.
Sick.
Yeah, I love them. So I've always wanted one of them. I want the land, and I want enough land that one day that I can mostly afford to put a barn on it, like a big enough barn.
Yeah.
And then like host a show at my own gaff.
Yeah, mate, that'd be
That
sick.
sort of thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
mate.
like
That's
have something.
great. That is awesome.
Oh, I did have another dream as well. I've always wanted to own a. God, I'm getting into it now. I've always wanted to own. The film Cars, the cartoon.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know the when they go into the town, the old town, and there's that big old fucking petrol garage, neon lights, like fucking Route 66 type shit. Like I've always wanted to do like a vintage cafe style one of them.
Yeah, like a cafe racer style. Like,
yes,
yeah, man.
Have that style, vintage lights, neons everywhere, and have it so that the pumps are there, vintage pumps don't work. That sort of thing, like, oh, they do work. That would be amazing.
Yeah, knowing you, they'd work and it'd have like, fresh lemonade coming out. Like,
something stupid.
You know what I mean?
But then like every open every day, like essentially caffeine and machine style.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. So I've never actually been, but obviously I've seen loads of it online.
Mate,
I
pulled up in my Rover on their Best of British day, and I got put right up front. Mate, it's fucking hilarious. I'd only just bought it that day.
Yeah.
It was just a bog standard Rover, and the geezer looked at me and he went, "This is definitely British." And I got pulled between an Aston Martin and a McLaren in a fucking Rover, and I was the only one. People were coming over and looking at it, mate. It was so funny. Like, I got put there. Bearing in mind, my mate pulled up in a Defender. His is kitted out. He's usually on my stand at shows.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's got the Recaro seats in it, and it's like, oh my,
it's fucking lovely.
Yeah, mate, lovely.
And he pulls up. And they were like, yeah, go through. It gets put in the car park at the back.
It's like
and I pull up in this battered Rover. I say battered. It was actually really clean with what it is.
What Rover is it again?
213S.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a boxy one, right?
Yeah, 1989.
Yeah.
I bought it because I was like, right, I'm going to slam it and deck it and prove to people that you can do it on a budget. And I'm still going to do that.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, that's what Broke Boys stands for, isn't it? You know what I mean?
So I was going to do that, and I pulled up in it, and they went, "Oh wow, like this is the only Rover we've got here. You can go out front." I was like, "Thank you very much, mate." So I was scrambled over to Matt. I run to the car park. I was like, "You got cleaning products?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fuck, give me quick detail."
Bit of QD.
So I just went over it in like 10 seconds, and boom. So,
sick,
but yeah, thank you very much for coming on, mate.
No worries, man.
Everyone that's listening to this, make sure you check out Kid All Wipers, Lab Geeks as well. I'll put descriptions in bios or whatever. I think that's it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and listen out for the next podcast on Spotify.
Sick.
Thank you very much for coming, mate. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
You're a fucking lad, mate.
You too, man.